Mr. Ruth. Welcome. Guess who's... Hey! Look at how this looks. Look what we did with the lighting. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Hey, is this thing working? Yo, something happened. Yo, something happened. What the hell, that just popped up? Is this any better? Looks like there's a little bit of movement in the light. Okay, here's the regular. Welcome, reporting for duty. Hey, look, we have a frickin' GUI. Look at this little GUI we have here and the vertical goals. Don't worry, we'll flesh these out so people don't think they're getting screwed. Just takes a few years to do that. There we go. This takes me like 8 years. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Berserk, Nasty, Athena's here. Everybody's here. This is the second show that there's something prepared to do. Whoever thought that preparing to do a show would actually be good? Whoever thought that? I guess people that have half a brain. Welcome, everybody. I'm always excited. I'm excited to get on here because there's stuff to talk about. Hey, I don't mind coming in here and shooting the breeze, but it's not the easiest. We do get to some stuff, but I'm looking for some structure. I need structure here, you know. Dimos, what's up? Welcome, everybody. Setting a precedent. I feel like I'm missing. Oh, no. Okay, here we are now. Now we're good. Welcome. Welcome. So I'm excited to come on here. The last stream was such a great success. Now that I actually took fucking, I don't know, 10 minutes to make a list on paper after my wife forced me to. I'm like, yes, well, I might as well just do it. It was pretty hard. It wasn't, though. I'm an improv kind of guy. We all get that, but clearly you can't just improv things forever. You look like, well, you go crazy. And people are like, this guy's crazy. And they're not wrong. So I've always refused to weigh in on drama. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm pretty much, I'm good enough to transmute the drama into wisdom without having to talk about other people or even criticize other people, blah, 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 blah. I don't have to spell out my system. I'm sure people understand that. Pretty much the best at talking about things. Let me just put it that way, politically speaking. But you're not if you don't, though. So now I am. Athena is the sweetest, the best. Absolutely. But now I'm not resisting. I don't have to resist it anymore because the wild times are here, and there's no sense. There's just no sense. There's no sense in not talking about it because it affects children and such. Everything does, but there's a lot more incentive to talk about these things because no one else is able to transmute drama into wisdom. I'm the only one that can do it, honestly. So I might as well do it. And I quit smoking and everything, so pray for your boy. Yeah, I miss the Mason music too. Yeah, Mason. What did he have a? Yeah, it was Dap, right? Dapiso, right? Yeah. His name from before. When I put on music, it gets like flagged on YouTube or something. I couldn't deal with it, but he probably could make something happen with the label or whatever. I don't know. I'm not. It definitely wasn't him flagging things. It's just automatic. But I put on Bones years ago. All my videos are all for demonetized. That and even like Mason. This music, the music is the best, but it's just too much of a hassle. It's too much of a hassle to deal with putting other music on here right now, unless I get like a pass or something. But I don't. Zever, what's up, man? I don't. I mean, I tried, but you know what I mean. It's not like people are gonna give a damn that I'm. There's no point even worrying about my videos demonetized. No one's gonna give a damn about that. So I'm just not gonna play music. But I miss it. I really do miss the music. I miss the music. But I'm into talking about all these things that are happening. There's only so much you can dive into the things that I've dived into and still come out with something on the other end. And it's crazy because all the stuff that's big, like people talk about now, all the dead internet, all the golems, the clones, FBI clones, internet stuff, all of that stuff we talked about on Twitch freaking 5, 6, 7 years ago. You know what I mean? Now everyone is finally talking about these things, and now it's sort of a safe space everywhere to weigh in on these things. You don't have to worry about getting ridden over by a car, talking about free martins and shit like that, transitioning in utero. That was too scary to talk about years ago. You guys got to understand. Is the audio bad? Is Cam Patterson right? Is my audio bad? What's wrong with it? What's wrong with my audio? Is the audio good? Okay, just making sure. Yo, Argon Noble. Thanks so much for the 5 bones, pal. Yeah, so it's time to talk about everything pretty much because everyone talks about it now. And I'm not Mr. Pollute everybody's minds with frickin' all of these things that I know. I'm really Slate static? What do you mean? Yeah, like I'm not into putting these things in people's heads. We've known about the investigations and the free this and that for years and years and years and years. It's been like this for 120 years, maybe 100,000 years. You don't know. All the Hollywood stuff you see now, you put on a movie from the 20s. They look just as butch as they do now. It's been like this since day one. It's the rain effect. Oh, does it sound bad? But now people are talking about all this stuff. With dog? Don't give me that. Let's try this one. This one's better, I bet. Okay, I get it. I get your concerns. But anyway, I'm not Mr. I am Mr. I've known about these things for many, many years. I'm just not into blowing this stuff in everyone's faces. Because I get the stuff I see. You have to be very careful of what you let into your eyes. Because I've seen good people post bad things. I've seen good people post demonic things. Things that a demon posted from good people. So I know it's such a... You really have to be careful what you watch and this and that. Not even cringe. Just... I know that if, like me or other people, if people think they know everything, or if they have some dangerous or very, very wild knowledge or anything, you're not going to talk about it with everyone because it's not good for people to hear. White noise is audio problem. Is that right? Is that the same person? White noise? I'll open up NVIDIA Broadcast if you want me to, man. Let's see if my noise reduction... Look, I'll turn off the noise removal. See? Okay, I'll put it back on. Probably got a blue screen. How's this? Better not sound worse. Was no white noise. Anyway, you hold a lot back because a lot of people aren't prepared for the absolute nightmares that you're about to spit. And when I've spoken about these things for many years, they were very, very... I don't know if you want to call it cryptic, but they were very washed. They were very filtered. Because these things are there's a lot of things that are very destructive to learn or to even think about. And I know I couldn't be, yeah, it's lonesome. I could be the guy. Oh, it's coming. You guys are crazy. What are you guys saying? It's an information hazard. Yeah, it really is. And a lot of the dark stuff I keep to myself. And if I'm going to talk about it, it's going to be refined and filtered in a very giant way. And even with this stuff that doesn't have to be filtered, I'm not going to be talking about like abuse, bad abuse, in a very bad way. I got an AC in here. In a very bad way that's gonna put people in a sickening in a sickening way. You can have your empathy weaponized. You can have your mind shattered by knowing certain things, seeing certain things, or considering certain things. It's a real hard thing. I know the most hardcore things in the absolute world, the most hardcore that you can know, the most hardcore for a long time. I've eaten that on my own. And I'm not saying like, hey, it's time to talk about all this stuff. I'm not. I'm just letting everyone know that I've been filtering these things and making sure it doesn't make anybody sick. Because good people with the right attitude can post videos that are so damaging to see, you would punch them in the face if they showed it to you. You know what I'm saying? People that think they're doing the best, that they're the most spiritually active, the most this and that. But there are still avenues of disease and sickness that even the best among us do not see. Me, myself, I'm a master of my own disease. I'm very cognizant of my own diseases in my mind and everything. I'm very cognizant. Other people that think that they're refined and, I don't know, more holy, they go too far. They put out things that are damaging to people that aren't ready for it. It's not good. That's not good at all. And it's irresponsible, and it's demonic. It was a possession that made that happen. No man in their right mind would post certain videos that are, like, no one in their right mind would post anything. And this isn't what you're thinking of. This is just like a video from nature or something like that. When I saw it, I knew it was a work of evil posting it. And this was from a man that I am a fan of, that is very learned and very good, and he's the only one in the whole internet that even that mentions things that I mention, like in the entire internet. He's one of the only guys that mentions some of the real hardcore stuff. And if he's susceptible to putting out disease, then anybody is, and everybody is. It's just something that you should remember. No, it's not. It's honestly not anyone you would know. It's not like a YouTuber or anyone like that. It's someone who I respect greatly. But his disease came through when he tried to put out wisdom. It was an abomination and demonic. And it made me angry. But hey, that's my problem. That's my problem. But it was very, very, like it's crazy to even think about. And I wouldn't dare even mention what it was. It was just a video from nature. But I wouldn't dare mention what it was because it was so sad and so torturous and so demonic. It blew my mind when I saw it. It blew my mind when I saw it. It was so painful. It made me crazy. This was not a conspiracy video or anything. It was like a nature thing. And it was like used for like a political or a statement or whatever. But it was so bad. It was the worst thing I've ever seen. It was the worst video I've ever seen. And I don't watch bad videos. I've best score, all that. Like, I've been around the block, okay? But I don't watch new conspiracy videos. You know what I'm talking about, the hardcore stuff? I won't see that. I won't watch it. But it was a video that brought me so much pain, it was absolutely incredible. It staggered me. It blew my fucking mind. Anybody is capable of doing things that don't benefit those who are they are trying to benefit. I've done that before. Nothing like that, but I've done net negative stuff, things that no one benefits from. I've done it. Whatever. But it was just so staggering. It was so unbelievable. I never thought anyone, a grown ass man, would post something like that on the internet. Like, I was like, oh my God, man. Oh my God, man. It was so bad. God. Oh, I would dare not. I won't tell anybody. I'll never tell anybody what it was. Ever, for the rest of my life. I never will. Anybody. Doesn't matter who it is or what it is. I will never tell anybody what it is for the rest of my life. Never. But it was deeply painful to see. It was the most painful thing I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot. But anyway, I daren't make that mistake, and I haven't all these years. Bringing up, not bringing up, but describing things or elucidating, I don't know the word, in ways that will make you feel sick as a viewer. With empathy, let's say. I've been very good at, very, very good at not spreading a disease. I've been very good at not spreading disease, conspiracy disease, and I don't spread disease, but I've been very, very, very cognizant of it, and I did not like it at all, and it was very bad, and I knew right then that good people can still have demons, because only a demon would possess someone to post a video that is so sad and vile where you could scream seeing it. A grown man didn't do that, a demon did that. A disease came through for a second when the man thought he was too holy. And look what he did. Disgusting. I guess I'm the only one that was affected by that thing, but I know reality like that. If it's something that makes me feel sick, you should fucking hit yourself in the head. Well, you should not post. If it makes me sick, then it shouldn't have been posted. It was so bad. It was unbelievable. No one will ever know what video I'm talking about, ever. No one will ever. Tasty Americano, thanks for the sawbuck, pal. Tim Mierini, thanks for the 20 bones, pal. Hey, Charles, possible to get in touch for voice work for animation? Yeah. Huge fan of your physical work, but would love to pair your monologues with animation. 100%. I'm going to have to make a note of this. Hit me up on Twitter if you could. Or I don't know, I'm not good with messages, but that's the best place, I think. But thanks so much for the 20. But absolutely, man. I got my gear set up and everything, man. No one's going to give you better audio quality than I will. Nobody. I'm just the best, that's all. No, I just have a good mic and a good plug-in. But yeah, you have to be careful about what you send out to people. Like it's, and I'm just so cognizant of that. I know, dude. I mean, I'm just for instance. Oh, I can't even do it. There are no instances of it. If you read bad things like mind control manuals and stuff like that, you will be exposed to such incredible wickedness, you will literally die. You will literally die. But if one wants to know how the world works, you leave it to me, just listen to me. But myself, I had to understand that social change is only done through torture and torment. I had to understand that because I'm not going to be spitting up, what am I going to be talking about, politics? Oh, you see, you shouldn't have voted for this guy. Yeah. You're getting tortured before you're born, all throughout your life. I had to understand those things before I could start opening my mouth. Because I'm not going to get tricked into talking about things like they're for real. Okay? I won't. I do my best to filter these things and to not poison anybody, because the things that people know over the years in terms of conspiracy are they're very damaging to know. They're super, super damaging. Carlo Clementi, yo, thanks so much for the 20 gifted subscriptions. Clementi, he was making the tomato sauce in Godfather, right? Or is that Clemenza? Thanks so much for that. Wow. So just know, thanks so much again. So just know that I filter these things, and I just wanted to say it. You know? I just wanted to say it. I filtered these things out, and I've eaten these things alone. There's been no relief. That's okay. I'm not, crying about it. I'm just saying, it's irresponsible to pump out heinous abomination to people that aren't ready for it, that cannot filter it, that it damages. It's irresponsible, and it's, I mean, demonic is I guess like cringe now. The demonic has been co-opted, right? It's irresponsible, and demons would do it. And I've been doing my best. Yeah, the viewership in the last videos, like, this is so good. Welcome everybody. Welcome all the new faces here. I'm an old dog, but I'm really trying to reinvent myself by actually trying. Like the stream, please. Please like the stream. Excuse me. It's irresponsible to pump out hardcore stuff. No one can do it. No one can pump it out responsibly but myself, honestly. People don't know how to do it. People just don't know how to do it right. Because you don't want to damage the people that you're talking to. It's not about saying, I know the most, look at this, I know the blah, we're gonna try to change things, we gotta change this. Yeah, you start trying to change things. Are you kidding me? Do you know how smart you have to be? You know how with it you have to be to know how to change things? In practical terms, or rather, I don't want to go too far into that, but there are things that could be done, but you can't really talk about them. But the things that can be done that are even more powerful in the long run are prayer. Prayer is the only power you have. Everything else can be taken from you, and everyone would laugh at you. Everyone would laugh at you if everything was taken from you. And this happened, everyone in the whole internet would be laughing at you, jeering at you. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. I don't get it. Bleach, yo. Prayer is the ultimate power. It's the only power you have. Nothing else you can do is effectual. Because if you do things beyond prayer, and if you do practical street stuff, you get killed for it. You want to get killed? You want that? They'll blast you. If you were effectual at getting things done, street level, you'd get blasted. Are you kidding me? You'd be crazy to try that out. And I'm not looking to demoralize. It's not that. Because I'm very cognizant of demoralizers. Trust me, I'm cognizant. And sometimes I'll put some stuff out there that's a little bit negative. I get it. Sometimes I'm in a state, please like the stream, Jesus. Prayer is the only power you have. Prayer is the only power you have. You have no power in this world. You have no power. The Lord is the only power that there is. The world is conquered and occupied, and this and that is a fabricate, blah, 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 blah. You could talk about it forever. It's a closed system that you're born into. This is a closed realm that you live in. It's like Twilight Zone in the jar, in the glass jar. They get shaken. That gets shaken when they're getting ready to climb out. That's Jacob's ladder. That's catastrophe. That's trying to invade heaven. Can't do it like that, because either you get a catastrophe, or you get blasted by the panopticon. Prayer is the only power you have, and there is a lot of stuff going on now. I don't have anything more to say about conspiracies. I mean, we could talk about all these conspiracies for the next 45 years. We could. But I don't have anything exactly wild to get into in regards to conspiracy, but I could. Fear. Fear is not a natural. Fear is unnatural. Fear is unnatural. Fear is not a normal emotional state of a man or of a woman. Of a human, it must be. A human is not a man. A human is not a woman. Those are two different things. F, thanks for the 20 bones, pal. Watching from Paris, France. Keep preaching, brother. You have a lot to offer and the heart to bring it to the people. Hey, thanks so much for that. I cannot believe. Hey, it must be cool over there enjoying Paris. Didn't they clean up the streets a little bit for the Olympics? Kind of hard to do, huh? Clean up all the soldiers and all that stuff. Pretty hard to do, huh? Just like San Francisco, right? When the Chinese or whatever came to visit. Pretty hard to do, huh? Now you know it's not a problem. Now you know the problem's there intentionally. Obviously now. People know this stuff now. I don't have to freaking tiptoe around these things anymore. People know these things now. This is common knowledge. This is revelation. This is revelation we're talking. You know what I'm saying? Hey, thanks again for that, pal. Automotive Rhapsody, thanks for the 20 bones, pal. Been daily cleansing my circuit sigils by pumping the palace. All right, all right. Violently exercise your minds. Filth. Oh, yes, exorcise, rather. Violently exorcise your mind's filth. Bless up. I couldn't have said it better myself. That's freaking perfect. That's perfect. And it's true. WD, thanks for that sawbuck, pal. Yo, Script, welcome to the party. But it's true. Yeah, Prince, McNasty, Derek Prince. I am really looking to study some more Derek Prince. Very much looking to study Derek Prince. I just haven't watched anything of his since last time we spoke about it because I'm too insane, I guess. But I've got one queued up. I've got a bunch queued up. I do have a prayer book coming, Orthodox prayer book from Saint Tichthons or whatever. I forget what it is, but I need that pretty badly, honestly. Me personally, I need that very, very badly, as we all do. Yeah, it's not Eric Prince, Derek. Derek Prince is so good. But I got to get back into those because the only videos I've seen on YouTube in the last 10 years that have actually taught me something are Derek Prince videos. Aren't any other videos that can. Hey, I'm just giving it to you straight. It is what it is. Of course, that can't be accurate. Of course, that can't be accurate. But you get the gist of what I'm saying. Purple Rain Prince. What's the Purple Rain thing? Like a rain of illusion? Is that like a reference, an allusion to illusion? I always thought that was weird. That's what got me thinking about purple back in the day. Purple rain. What does it mean? Purple? What's this obsession with purple? Just like the purple and the pink in wherever it is, Southport. Remember the stabbing that went down over there? Freaking Southport? Pink and purple lights everywhere. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all. That's not a good sign at all. Wait, what's this? Killer Cross. Yo, what's this? Is this real? I hope this is real. Cemetery, I'll get to you in a second. I just see this. I'll see this. This is I hope this is real. I can only pray that that's a real channel. Hey, thanks so much for the 10 bones. Legend. Charles, you're the man. You're hilarious and incredibly insightful. Your eloquence on discussing inflammatory subjects. Dude, I'm the best. Thank you. Self-awareness and honesty and are refreshing to listen to. Hope all is well, man. Hey, thanks so much for that. I appreciate you noticing it because I have faith in my ability to discuss these things in a way that is difficult to, to bomb. Let me just put it that way. But thanks so much for that. Damn, is this real? Is this the real legend right here? What a king. What a king. Thanks so much for that. Sorry I missed you in freaking, was it Arabia? A couple of years back? Oh, I wish to God I made that one. It was, right? Yeah. That has to be the real one. That's so good. King, man. What a king. Legend, man. What a legend. You know, I've been meaning to ask you. I've been thinking about practical martial arts. I know you're still studying. I was going to ask you about practical stuff. What people actually should study, because you can't. Things aren't practical. You know what I'm saying? Like very few things are what's practical? Boxing, judo. What else? Jiu-jitsu. Like what else is practical besides those? I mean, Tai Chi, sure. Tai Chi, I know short form. At least I used to. I used to know short form Tai Chi, Qui-Gon. I used to. So I get it. It elevated my movement. It very much did. And if you drill, then you'll have movements. Like it's just about drilling. It's drill. You have movements when you're ambushed. You have the right movements. Jiu-jitsu and boxing. Okay. And that's, jiu-jitsu and boxing. I wanted to have a laugh about that. Well, we'll have a laugh. Stuff you can learn immediately and use immediately. Yes. Because everyone thinks like, man, wouldn't karate be kind of cool? And look, I get it. And there's lots of different forms of it. And if you're doing it from a kid forever, I mean, I know there's a benefit, but it's just, it's a long form thing. It's like the modern karate is, I don't know, it's like body meditation or Tai Chi. It's not, I'm sure there are exhibitions and fights and stuff that it's arguable, because these things are put into practice and they have competitions and all that stuff. And I wish I didn't miss the jiu-jitsu or the judo competition, the Olympics. The only thing I'd be interested in seeing. It's amazing to see. That stuff's amazing. Oh, karate's about parrying blades and axes and stuff. All right, field combat. Okay. Damn. Well, it makes sense. Damn. I just love seeing even Steven Seagal when he was doing his exhibition. It's kind of like a dance. It was still so amazing and awesome to see. Remember, all like 15 people, he's just flipping them all around, like everyone flipping. It was like a Bruce Lee movie without the contact. Like it was pretty amazing. And Dave, I would expect that too. Karate fighters crumble to straight punches. I would be afraid of that too. That's why I'm not inclined to study karate. I get what you're saying. People that study karate aren't trained for a street fight. It's like Rocky. I wouldn't want to fight Rocky in the ring, but I especially wouldn't want to fight him on the streets. Look what happened to Tommy Gunn. He got freaking sweep kicked. You remember? Yo, Caesar, what's up? How you doing? That's so good though. Oh. Need some boxing and jiu-jitsu. And you're like, that's for the ground. It's just crazy, man. I probably even know this, anyone who studied here, I don't know. I took my advice from Bruce Lee. He said that he was afraid of boxers. And that's how everybody should know. You should not be afraid of boxers, but study boxing. You know, if Bruce Lee said he was afraid of boxers or he was really wary around boxers, I knew that it was number one. Just from Bruce Lee. And also, he said he's not afraid of the man who knows 1,000 different kinds of kicks. He's not afraid. I don't know. It's not verbatim. He's afraid of the guy that practices one kick 1,000 times. And this is completely a botched quote. Those are important concepts. Those are the most important concepts that I've heard in all of martial arts. Came from Bruce Lee. Those two things. Be afraid of boxers. You should study boxers. And be afraid of the guy that's a specialist. A specialist. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy. I thought that was a really good example. Really good advice. Who knows if Bruce Lee was even real? I don't know. I never met him. And disproven by MMA? All right, I guess. Cross would know more about this. We're going to have a fight talk. Damn, man, that's so good, man. I really appreciate your support and you coming in here. That's freaking so good. So good. Okay, 10,000 kicks. Okay, look, so someone knows the quote better than I do, of course. Yo, Cemetery Ghoul, thanks for the 20 bones, pal. Hey, Charles, thanks for your art. Would you like to be able to do some art or design? Oh, I would love to be able to do some art design for you or the palace. I draw good. If I could do anything to contribute, I would love to have the chance. Also, thoughts on the film Wings of Desire. Is that Wim Wenders? Thanks so much, Cemetery. Yes, hit me up. Maybe hit me up on Twitter or something. I'm trying to be better at stuff that's people are usually good about. You know what I mean? Not me though. Trying. Hit me up on Twitter. Just remind me. Can't even get a foot pedal to mute my mic. We'll see about this. We'll see about this. Swear to you. Takes a bit. Oh my God, man. Really? Oh, it's not responding. It's destroyed. Okay. Oh my God. Must I wreck the train of thought because of this junk? Okay, it works now. Okay, there we go. Yes, please hit me up. Please. Thank you so much. Cross again. Thank you. Jake Pauler, 24. Thanks for the 20 buttons, pal. I flexed wokeness out of vanity. That's already one evil. Okay. Then I went crazy. I never understood. Oh. Then I went crazy. I never understood what you've been saying more than now, for real. Thank you for caring, Charles. God bless you. Wow, Jake. Hey, thanks so much for that. Wow, man. Flexed on wokeness out of vanity. Does that mean you, like, went hardcore into conspiracies? That's what it sounds like, but either way, I try to impart the knowledge of at least avoiding my mistakes. We have plenty of mistakes that we've witnessed for myself that you all can avoid. Not too many, but enough. You know, whatever. We're all brothers in torment. Brothers and sisters in torture. We all understand that. Kyrus Watch, thanks for the 10 bones, pal. What's going on with all the psyops these days? There seemed to have been a rise in the amount to the point you wouldn't know if you were following a Fed on SOCMED or not. So many devices of mind rot. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's so crazy these days what it's like. Oh, it's super revelation time, and that's why I'm sort of motivated to talk a little bit more about things, you know? Travis Boswell Music, thanks for the 20 bones, pal. Social media. Oh. I thought it was like, I don't know what I was thinking it was. Bruce Lee said, I'm not afraid of the man who has practiced 10,000 different kicks. I'm afraid of the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. It wouldn't have been hard for me not to butcher it, but I forgot a zero, I guess. Hey, thanks for reminding us. It's true. And it stuck with me for, I don't know, when did I hear that? I don't know, 25 years ago? When did I hear it? 25 years ago? It's crazy. What's this? Where's my things? There's a lot of action in here today. There's a lot of action. Hey, thanks so much, everybody. Let me catch up with this stuff. Lucius Chapel. Thanks for the 10 bones, pal. Look up Bertrand Compere. If you want some forbidden history, we was the real Hebrews. And yeah, I mean, do you think anything is in that book that I don't already know? An honest answer from you. Are there any books that I have to read that I don't already know what's in them? I mean, maybe you're right. Look, I'm not trying to be snotty. I'm really not. So I guess I'll just leave it at that. Bruv, thanks for the 20 bones, pal. Charles, what negative opinions, if any, do you have of the Orthodox Church? None at all. The Island was a beautiful movie, and it was all Orthodox, right? Anyone remember The Island? Beautiful, beautiful, splendid, magnificent movie. Most movies are just trash, and you get it. But what is it? Was it The Island? Oh, I loved that movie so much. It was so beautiful. That was Orthodox, right? That was beautiful. Is it still on YouTube? Could I? Damn, man, what a beautiful movie. No, I do not have any criticisms of the Orthodox Church at all. Zero. Not at all. Not one. What differences do you think it has with the Catholic Church? How does venerating saints, priests, and confession feel to you? I'm not a big fan of any of that. And you know, the ornate rituals and the iconography, I appreciate from the Orthodox. I mean, I'm not going to speak theological on it. I just know that they have a divine reverence for it. In terms of Catholicism, I was raised Roman Catholic. Not the biggest fan of the Roman Catholic Church, but I don't want to. This isn't because I was at the church, this and that, so I hate it. No, it's not that. It's not that. I'm relatively learned when it comes to church things and this and that. It's not just from what I've experienced, I'm just not a fan of some of those things. And some people say that, this is Peter's church or Paul or whoever the hell, and this is the Rock and all this. I'm not going to refute anything. I need not refute anything. The things I say speak for themselves. I need not refute anything. That's what I'm learning these days. You need not refute. You need not even criticize. I just try to get to wisdom. So a lot of times at my own expense. Hey, what else am I here for? You know me. Script Sesh, thanks for the Streamlabs tip. See, some people use the tip in the description. It's a little bit less of a cut that's taken from me. Thanks for the 15 bones, pal. Hey, Charles, how you living, man? Very good. I've been feeling crazy. The moon has been pretty rough. And I, quit smoking and stuff, kind of, pretty much. And it's whatever. It is what it is. My mind is pretty powerfully destructive, if you want the honest truth. The energy of these recent few weeks have been way too good. Hey, thanks. I agree. Past streams have been hitting. And it looks like some people are finally looking to hear the good word as things get a little bit more public and out there. Cheers. I agree. I think more people are ready for what I'm saying. We talked about this stuff lightly on Twitch for many years. And I guess some people were in on it earlier. But now it's all out. Yeah, this is a milestone right here, everyone coming in here. Really appreciate everyone's viewership and tips on here. The tip link is in the bio for the video. To be honest with you, the tip link is in the bio. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I'm doing some gum, and I'm not smoking blunts or anything like that. So I'm looking to get my mind back, honestly, after I've completely destroyed it. Well, anyway, let me worry about that. But yeah, people are finally waking up, and no one else can really talk about it like I can. So that's good, I guess. So let's talk about it. So let's talk about those things. Saints. Now look, I don't like. Priests used to be good. Look, my dad had a good story. We were at one of his buddies' funerals, a bunch of years back. So there was him and some of his cousins or whatever, just talking about old times, stuff they would never talk about people with. But things like when cops were good, when priests were good, even cops used to be good back then. When priests were good, when a priest used to beat your ass if you used to fall by the wayside or if you used to do bad things, a priest used to beat your ass. Back in those days, the priests were good. The priests back then weren't you-know-whats. Know what I'm saying? They weren't you-know-whats. Back then they were different. They used to freaking, I forget what the story was, but I remember my dad was telling me, he's like, one of these guys was in some hot water with one of the priests. I don't know if he was, screwing around with girls or gambling or I don't know what it was. But the priest showed up to his house, knocked on his door, he opened it. The priest punched him right in the face. That's how priests used to be back then. The problem is that it was the wrong guy. He has a twin brother. We were crying laughing when my dad busted that out. We were crying laughing. It was so funny. Yeah, that's Barbatus. It was an Irish priest. When I say priest, I mean Irishman. When I say priest, I mean Irishman. You know it. If you're not Irish, you're not a priest. I'm sorry. I'm sorry the way that sounds, but that's the way I feel. If you're not Irish, you're not a priest. Priests used to be Irish back then. Now they're, priests are a little bit. I think HR department sort of works up a profile of proclivities and only hires them to be around children, oddly enough. Must be an oversight. No, that's warfare. That's what it is. It's warfare. Confession? Don't even get me started on Confession. Are you kidding me? And Saints? Now, look, there's a lot of good stuff to be said about Saints. I don't have any good stuff, but I know there is. I'm just not learned in regards to Saints. Intercession and all that. An Italian priest? No, Italian priest would work. Caesar? Italian priest would work. How about in Sleepers? Anyone see Sleepers? What was that in Boston or New York? De Niro must have been an Italian in that one. Sleepers is the best movie of all time, but be careful if you watch that though. It's got some abomination in it, okay? So if you watch that movie, you better be able to laugh at abomination, okay? Me, I can laugh. Animals though, it's hard for me to laugh at animals. That's in real life. It's very, very bad. But movies, that's different. If you're not able to laugh at abomination, then my goodness. But saints, what about Mother Teresa? What are we going to pray to Mother Teresa for intercession? The freak, the gimp freak that ran a pain farm for all these years, refusing to let people die, keeping them alive just to torture them. Get out of my face with Mother Teresa, and get out of my face with saints. That's my only example. That's my only example. I don't have any other examples when it comes to other saints. I'm sure some were good if they ever existed. I do not know. I'm not that learned. But thanks for that. Yo, Vastrom. Relief, Odyssey. Thanks for the 20 bones. Hey, Charles, do you have any routines that help maintain the state of appreciation and understanding? I feel comfort has blinded some of my wisdom that I gained from some interesting life experiences. Thanks for everything. Hey, thanks so much for that, pal. St. Christopher had a dog head. That sounds so familiar. The Chimera stuff, that sounds so familiar. That sounds familiar, like the saints, the Chimera saints. But I don't know what to say about it. I'll be honest with you, Relief. I really don't have enough of those routines of grounding and maintaining the state of appreciation and understanding. I'll be honest with you and everyone here. I actually don't have those routines. But they are happening, and I will because I have to. But I really don't. I mean, of course, I could just spit something out. I don't know. You gotta smile all the time. Keep smiling. Don't listen to any bad thoughts. I don't have anything better to say at the moment, unfortunately. Comfort is blinded. I hear that. Faith is the only thing that matters. Bolstering your faith. Again, I couldn't give you any tips. Perhaps in the future I shall. You know? In the light universe, I was darkness. Perhaps in the dark zone, I will be light. You know what I'm saying? Everyone remembers Kai's line. The season finale, the Mantrid conclusion from Lex. Anyone remember the conclusion, the Mantrid storyline? In the light zone, I was darkness. Perhaps in the dark zone, I will be light. Which was amazing. Lex is the best. That Lex blew my... Anyone remember that Kai clip? That Kai soundbite? Oh my god, man. Season 2 of Lex, man. It'll make you sick watching it. It's so good. Mantrid? Oh my god. Dismantling an entire universe with self-replicating hands. Oh my god, man. Lex is so good. Lex is so good. It's crazy people don't know how good it is. Lex is so good. Thanks again. Bazuzo. Thanks for the sawbuck, pal. You heard the TV, so I came in. Oh my god, are you ready for Spartan? Oh, we need it. Let's watch Spartan. Oh, oh my god, Laika Bleach? Yeah, we were watching some Lex a few nights ago. We watched Laika. Laika is the plant, so the plant cunt from, she's from one of the features from the first season, I believe. But Leica was always pretty good. And she comes back. She saves them at some point during these seasons. Leica comes in and helps them out after the ship must have gotten like commandeered or something like that, and then it was only Leica. I don't remember. It's been, I don't know, 20 years since I've gone through it. Leica was the best. Kai is one of the greatest characters in TV history, by far, from Lex. One of the greatest characters I've ever seen. Undead assassin, last of the Brunnen G. The Brunnen G were annihilated by his divine shadow. They were xenocided out of existence, and the last one was kept in mockery, was pumped full of proto-blood and kept as an assassin for the Divine Order for thousands of years, the last of the Brunnen G. We're talking about Lex here. Kai is one of the greatest characters in TV history. Oh, Athena, you tell me to move it on? Should I? Don't forget. She's telling me not to forget the topics. Aaron G. Smith, yo! Yeah, Brunnen G, man. I love Lex. Adam, there's so much action here. It's just we're getting into it. We have topics. Look, before I get into the rest, because we have to get grounded again. There are a bunch of topics I want to talk about. One that I was very passionate about a little bit ago. That I really don't like. And I'm not even sure I can even get into right now. But we do have, just for the record, we got a Moist Critical. I guess that's his name. He's done some things. We have a lot to laugh about, and the Mr. Beast stuff, whatever the gambling stuff is, and all that, all like the marketing wizardry. We'll talk about that, and the Hawk Twa, and other things. I like the Crystalia crowd work vid. I really like that. I really like when people do things like that. I like it a lot. And the sort of the fatherless thing here that's really so sickening, and it makes me so mad. But we'll get into it. Anon tipped Sawbuck through Streamlabs. Thanks. Charles, have you tried the carrot salad? What are your thoughts on Ray Pete? I think he's good. And I was doing the carrot salad in Kuwait. I need it. Surprised I don't have boobs. Wandering Freak, thanks to the 15 bones, pal. If you're trying to wean off of nicotine, try using magnesium. Lots of studies done on this. Nobody knows why. Oh, I blast myself on that. Usually at night, though. Okay. I didn't know. I knew that it was... I knew that magnesium was good in the sort of, I don't know, coating neuroreceptors so they don't get fatigued. I can't put it in a scientific way, but it's something in that, along those lines. I don't know what else to say about it. Mad Max Payne, thanks for the bone, pal. Real James Taylor, thanks for the 50 bones on Streamlabs. Not messing around, are you, James? Not messing around, are you, James? Thanks so much for that. Taking the time to use the link in the bio. That means a lot, man. I really appreciate that. Thanks so much for the 50. Trendy for the 298. Thanks so much for that, pal. So there's a lot of stuff to talk about. And there's a lot... I guess I just got to make the text bigger so I can read it. But I can't. I should see. I'm just all over the place. I'm not used to trying to move things along. Okay? I'm not used to trying to keep things moving. I'm not used to it. I'm like, for years. You know what I'm saying? You guys get it. People who've been watching me for a while get it. Aeon Solubility. Thanks for the membership, pal. Swanee, what's up, man? What's up? Thanks for the fin back. Loving the clips coming from your channel lately, big man. This guy has got his tattoos from an ice cream parlor. Much love, man. I thought that one was really, really good, too. I really like that one myself. Hey, thanks so much for that, pal. Let me just get these. Owen, thanks for the 15 bones. Yo, Charles, want to get some advice for trying not to get trapped on nostalgia I've been doing a lot of thinking about the past, and I know it's bad, but it's hard when there is so much chaos today. Peace, Charles. Yes, I hear you. Faith. Faith. Hey, good horse. Yo, Mr. Cool Ice. Faith that you don't have to get trapped in nostalgia. Faith that you don't have to look back and turn into salt. Faith you don't have to live in the chaos and be molested by it. It requires faith for that. It's not a purely intellectual task. At least what I've run into in regards to exhaustion or blasting myself or anything like that, I know that there's a level of desperation that is required. And if you're asking, I'm guessing there's a level of desperation that's usually required for seeking spiritual remedies from the Lord. And you may as well just fast forward and go to that. The first thing, faith is required. Faith that you can. Faith that you don't have to. Faith that it's easy for you not to look back. Faith that it's easy. Faith that your life is not being mired in the chaos and not looking back in nostalgia. I think you should hear that and take it from there, in my opinion. At the end of the day, it's you and the Lord and no one else. You get it? At the end of the day, it's only you and me, McGowan. It's just you and me, McGowan. That's Karate Kid 3, I think. The one with, who said McGowan? That has to be Rico, you know what to do. That has to be Mike Ironside. 100% Mike Ironside. Rico, you know what to do. Damn. So don't look back. It requires faith that you don't have to be possessed by that entity anymore. That takes you out of your train of thought, takes you out of the faith of a loving creator. And that this isn't all for nothing. You see, that requires faith. It requires faith to see the world tortured. And things like that, okay? It takes faith to see that and not become a torturer. You understand? It takes faith for that. You know? Yo. Neon violin. What's that? But I would say that. Thanks again. IO Hazard. Hey, thanks for the $15, pal. Yo, Charles, you're into health science, right? Look up Dr. Garrett Smith. Oh, yep. I like him. AKA, yep. No, he's pretty classic. MK Ultra Victor. Thanks for the sawbuck, pal. No, he has some pretty interesting things to say. Yeah. So do I. But he does, though. It is very interesting about bile and about only focusing on detox and your liver. I thought that was pretty good. I thought that was really good. Really, really good. And valuable. But, yeah, in Rhode Island, they don't let you use remote doctors. You can't have remote doctors order blood tests or anything from you. You can't. You gotta hire like a third party to go around with it. That's how it is in Rhode Island. No raw milk, no remote doctors. Cool. Did I miss any of these? I don't think I did. Oh, yo, Reformity. Thanks for the 20 bones, pal. Hey, Charles, met you in the show in Tampa. All right. Got to chat with you briefly. Mentioned Dispelling with Tico. All right. And how it changed my life. You recommended The Science of Being Great, and I picked it up and love it. Any other recommendations? Yeah. But that is good, though. The Waddles one, the Science of Being Great, I thought was even better than The Science of Getting Rich. And I like the summaries of it. Like either a small book or an audiobook that's like 50 minutes. I kind of like that. I really kind of like that because you're not going to be reading the book all the time. But in this case, you can kind of get a refresher. But I really do like the Science of Being Great. I really like that one. But in regards to any more, King Warrior Magician Lover, Robert Moore, and Penn Gillette, Robert Moore, and someone else, I forget. Forgive me. But that one is one of the absolute most instrumental books. Absolutely, you have to write that down. King, Warrior, Magician, Lover. You need that one right now. Need it. Yeah, the Tampa one rocked, man. That one, that's all I can think of right now. But thanks for that question. It's a really good question. I started reading the sequel to Dispelling Wetiko called Wetiko. Douglas Gillette and Robert Elmore. Thank you. It's just all the Kabbalah stuff, man. Like I should get back into it because there's another book. There's another book. I don't know what I was talking about, but oh yeah, just so much Kabbalah stuff. Like oh my God, man. So I am gonna have to power through it and even read the third one, but I couldn't take it. Just the Kabbalah stuff is so anti-Christ. It's so hard for me to take. Just like I've said it before, the only one in the world to say it. Kabbalah is the technology demons use to deceive rulers. You understand it? You got to understand what kind of a technology that is. It's a very powerful technology. Adam Wegner, thanks for the 15 bones, pal. Hey, Charles, it's the cancer guy from a couple months ago. Hope you're well. I think the edits of the Palace highlights are really good. Prayers for you and your family. Hey, thank you so much for that. You as well. And I hope you're doing well. I don't recall the severity of it, but let's keep Adam in our prayers over here. The only power you have in this life is prayer. It's the only power you have. You have no other power. Kabbalah is the science behind Christ. Oh, I mean, I think that's beyond my knowledge, Star Snake. I think you'd have to elucidate on that. That's a bit, I don't know, man. That's beyond. I try not to be too learned in that stuff, in that Babylonian witchcraft. I try not to be. Look, it still stands the way I say it. Kabbalah was a Babylonian thing. Okay, the Sanhedrin or whatever you want to call the people that adopted that system got it from the Babylonians. They were deceived themselves from the prior technology and ultimately annihilated because of it, barred from heaven because of it. Now, he's saying that Kabbalah is an attempt to quantify the aspects of the pillars that govern reality. It's magic. But if you aren't talking to angels, then it's not inherently unholy. See, look, I'm not an expert on this stuff. I just know when you see a politician wearing a little red necklace, it means that they're in a club. That's all I know about it. I don't know much about it. Structure of life force descending directly from God all the way through man to the earth like a lightning bolt. Okay, I've seen the Christ lightning bolt. Is that what you're talking about in the Kabbalah? The path, which is the lightning bolt sword, or the crooked sword, the living sword. Is that what you're talking about? That's still crazy. It's still like the thoughts are so crazy though. Those are crazy thoughts. Scary, actually. Is that what you're talking about? It applies to everything as well. It's big. I don't know, man. I don't know. Now look. Ochi, yo! Look, if Kabbalah were so good, then the world wouldn't be hell. Kabbalah is the technology used by demons to deceive rulers. That's what it is. You know? But I would never dare to comprehend it. But there was a quick book that I read on it. All I remember from it is Vav. Where's my e-reader? There actually was a book that I read on it, a short one. It was mainly about how it's Antichrist. You know? It was something about Vav this, Vav that, phylactery. I was like, oh my God, I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. On the phylactery, Vav, Tav, Tav, whatever. I was like, I don't want to hear it. I'm done. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it anymore. Get out of my face with that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Caesar. Self-defense at, thanks for the 10 bones, pal. Self-defense at all cost equals Krav Maga. Okay. The Israeli classic, movement and technique, boxing, Muay Thai, ground fighting, jiu-jitsu, anything, everything, gosh darn, 10 millimeter auto. Love you, Charles. Hey, thanks so much. And I hear you on that. I hear you on that. I hear you on that. I definitely hear you on that. Despite its whatever, I definitely hear you on that. That's interesting. I love this. MK Ultra Victor, thanks for the sawbuck. I love this. Baldander sent it to me a few years back. My first introduction to Jack Vance. Hey Charles, how you doing? Good. Oh wait, this is the wrong one. If you want to understand modern day politics, read Empirio by Jack Vance. Baldander sent me that one. It's the one with like the, not a moon cycle, but something on the binding. I could point it out, but I forget what my books are. That one was really good. I really, really liked that one. That's crazy. Well, I'll read it again. I really like Empirio. Kodiak, thanks for the 15 bones, pal. Hey, Charles, how you doing? Good. Did you always know God? Yeah. How can I say I truly know God? But I've always had a sense of the difference between right and wrong and what is an abomination and how not to treat people. I'm not perfect, but I've always known what evil was, and I've always known that I'm not capable. Well, of course, everybody is capable of evil. I've always known I am not incapable, but or rather incapable of harming somebody intentionally without justification. I'm incapable of doing that. But that could be just being too nice of a guy. I'm talking about it. What I mean is abusing people, is what I'm saying. Abusing people is what I mean. Intentionally abusing people is beyond my comprehension. That's what I meant by that. And that's my proof of being alive, is that I do no harm. That is proof that I am alive and I have a soul, because I do not harm people. And when people are harmed, it makes me angry. That's how I know God and I have a soul. That's how I know. I don't know if it was the virtues instilled by my father in childhood. I'm sure that was a lot of it, because he is similar in those regards, empathetic and incapable of harming. Hurt is one thing, kill is one thing. Those are things that we're all capable of. Murder, no. Killing, yes, absolutely. Murder, no. Know what I'm saying? There's a huge difference. Hurt, absolutely. Hurt to death, absolutely capable. Harm, no. Harm is different. Harm is like psychological warfare that's meant to scar forever. That's harm. You get harmed with all these things in the world. Not hurt, it's harm. Those are very different things. Very different, just like killing and murder. Hurt and harm are very different. Harm is abusive. Harm is violent. Hurt is different. Killing is killing. Murder is unjustly taking someone's life. Killing is killing. It's the oldest trick in the book. Killing is killing. If you're not capable of killing, then you're already dead. You know what I'm saying? Killer Cross, thanks for the 20 bones. King, I got a movie for you. It might not be your go-to genre, but have you ever seen Videodrome? Wow. No, I mean, The hardcore stuff is definitely my go-to genre. And I was afraid to put on Videodrome for Bleach, so I blasted him with Dead Ringers instead, which is, in some ways, more grotesque. But no, Videodrome is a Cronenberg film. My interpretation of it was that of a cautionary tale. Concept was, what you watch and hear on TV can harm you, 100%. That's absolutely what it is. And you can go further than that. TV is inherently meant to harm. So the good programming is like, is the outlier. But 100%, Videodrome is very dark. Videodrome is very, very dark. And you got to be careful if you're watching it. It deals with snuff, deals with sex violence, deals with a lot of stuff that's crazy. You got to be careful. Got to be careful. But my favorite scene, I'm sure you remember. Remember when what was that? Oblivion? Was that Brian Oblivion? Whoever the Videodrome creator was. Remember when they took out? Now this is a spoiler, everybody. Remember when he took out his? Remember when he made his own snuff film? That was like at like an impossible time. Like he made the guy that created mute this. This is a spoiler. I'm sorry. You got to mute this. The guy, the Brian Oblivion or whatever. There's a videotape of him, okay, talking about Videodrome and how he created it, and then he starts getting killed while he's saying, "And I was its first victim." And when I saw that, I was screaming. He's making his own you know what on film and a videotape and saying that. That was crazy. That was crazy. Wow. But it is cautionary. But oh my God, man, that movie is crazy. Debbie Harry, of course. James Woods, of course. Oh my God, man. That movie is crazy. But it is proof. Similar to The City on the Edge of Forever? Watching TV is like war. Is that this OG Star Trek episode? My God. OG Star Trek messed me up. I am not joking. OG Star Trek messed me up. It was so cruel and hideous. It was crazy. It's so insane. God. The TV scene when it was alive was crazy. Yeah, the gun. The organic flesh weapons. Like that movie, man. That movie was so crazy. Crazy. Cronenberg is the craziest out of everybody. Cross. So I'm glad you bring it up. Cronenberg, or he's one of the few in the pantheon of directors that are able to have a full career in, let's say, the 80s and the 90s, and then come out after 2000 with a full reinvention, and maybe reinvention is the wrong word, but A History of Violence and Eastern Promises. Cronenberg, after the 80s and after the 90s, is so crazy to pull off as a Hollywood director. It's absolutely insane. You think Wes Anderson can do that? Go ahead, try. Go ahead, try, bud. Maybe he worries about the cut of his suits and his hair too much. I don't think Wes Anderson's going to be doing a reinvention like that, if ever. I don't think maybe he is. I don't think he's capable. A History of Violence and Eastern Promises was absolutely incredible, just like Michael Mann in 2003 or 2004 with Collateral. To pull that movie off, I mean, Mann is an outlier. Last of the Mohicans, like he's done a lot of genres. He's a different kind of guy, but still, after all those years, after the 80s and the 90s, in the early mid 2000s, to come out with Collateral is unbelievable. To do that, so Cronenberg is admirable in that respect with Eastern Promises and whatever the other one was. But the problem with some of those movies, even though freaking William Hurt, I mean, oh my God, William Hurt, maybe the greatest of all time. The problem with some of those movies, like I forget which one it was, and maybe it's even both. It has some very damaging, gratuitous violence in it that I find in very bad taste and very, very bad and damaging. I do not like it at all. But it's very small scenes. In Eastern Promises, there's like throat cuttings and stuff that are long and loud that are very, very, very bad to watch. As a living person with a soul, they're very, very bad to watch. And I don't like them at all. And I don't know if there was a scene like that in both of those movies, but maybe just one of them. I thought it was very bad. It was very damaging to see. But Cronenberg is a very damaging director. That's okay. We can take I can take all the damage in the universe. You go ahead, lay that on me. Lay the 999 on me. Go ahead and do it. I've done it. Debbie Harry whipped. That's so good, man. I'm going to have to see Videodrome again. It's just the movie is so psycho. It's unbelievable how psycho it is. Hold on a second here. We got to get to the topics. God. Yo, Big J, thanks for the 20 bones, pal. Been here for years, and now the streams are more lit than ever. It took a long time. Hey, thanks so much for that. What is more based than that? It feels like everything that matters is getting better and closer to God every day. Cheers, Charles. Hey, thanks so much for that. That's so good. Faith is required to have that. If you lose your faith, and I've lost faith before, I know what it's like, and there is nothing more painful than losing your faith. That's the only thing that hurts the most, is when you lose faith, either in the Lord or yourself or the world. It really hurts a lot. It hurts a lot. It hurts less having the faith than it does having none. Okay? Know this. Know this. BC Vol. Thanks for the 20 bones. People are using the tip link in the description bio on the video. Thank God. It's like the Twitch days. This is so nice. Thanks for that, pal. Thanks so much. Purple. Thanks for the 15 bones. Streamlabs. That's freaking really nice of you. I understand you, Charles. Eventually, one has to ask themselves if it's necessary and moral to subsume demons, since you can't be free of them. Hegelian dialects. Everyone has their own curated middle pillar ritual. It's life. I can't wait for 9/11/3. Stay holy. Hell yes. Thanks so much for that, pal. That's crazy, what you just said. Subsume. Huh. I don't really know how to answer that. If it's necessary and moral to subsume demons, since you can't be free of them. Huh. I don't know, man. That sounds heavy. I think that's beyond my mind. At least right now. Sanguine Chariot. Thanks for the 20 bones, I think. Yes. Have you ever read Initiation into Hermetics by Franz Bardone? It's probably the most practical text I've ever read about that sort of thing. Also, I recommend reading Paracelsus translations for holistic healing advice. Jesus. Initiation to Hermetics by Franz. I don't know. I haven't. But I don't know. I mean, I'll write it down. I read porn, Franz porn, because the letter, the sentence, it switched up. Paracelsus, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say about Paracelsus, honestly. I had some thoughts about him a while ago, but I don't remember them. I'd have to look him up in my little database here. Paracelsus. I forget what we were talking about in regards to him. I forget. Phoenix, thanks for the $31 $80. Do you think it's possible to not live in the virtual world? Internet, porn, news, etc. Is it possible to reject the virtual world and live only in the physical reality? I mean, sure. Sun's blood, that's what it was. Black sun blood, Paracelsus, that's what it was, right? I don't remember. Possible to not live in the virtual world? You just have to have faith. It can be done. It can be done. It shall be done. Uberman Tank, thanks for the sawbuck, pal. But yeah, anything's possible if you have faith. Move mountains and all that jazz, you know what I'm saying? I can't describe that technology though. I cannot. Just making sure we're caught up. Yeah, this is nice. This is nice. There's so much to talk about. There's so much action. And there's just a lot, okay? Lately, I've had a problem. You want to know what I really don't like? You guys want to know what I really don't like? I don't like when I see memes of, let me just put it bluntly, okay? Memes of the derision and the mockery of single mothers. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of different spins to that. There's the race stuff. We all know the memes. All this stuff, okay? The white girl or whatever on Tinder or something or whatever, and the crazy, weird-looking black baby memes. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? Isn't that great, mocking defenseless babies? Babies? Children with no fathers? Isn't that great? Isn't that great to hear? All you hear is pay the toll, pay the toll. That's all you hear. That's all you hear. It's not about that. These are children. These are babies. Okay? Everybody laughs at it. And it could drive you crazy if you think about it. About a child's life that is destroyed. A child that is abandoned by their father. How are you supposed to handle that as a boy growing up or a girl growing up? How are you supposed to handle that as a child? How are you supposed to handle that? It's crazy. It's crazy when you think about it, how it is. In a woman's life, you ever try to take care of a child or children on your own? That's so crazy to think of that. Lives destroyed. And it's a cycle within the community. I get that. I get that. The father leaving and all this stuff, this and that. But it's just the crushing of the children. Everyone laughing at the babies. Everyone's laughing. How are you supposed to deal with being a lost boy or a lost girl? The women are deceived. That's no big secret. You know how women are. Generally speaking. What? Am I supposed to, you know what I mean? This is common knowledge here. This is common knowledge. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Imagine that. You're a child. You're a defenseless baby. You're a child. You're abandoned. Everyone's laughing at you. It's so crazy to think. I understand the meme behind it. I understand the point. I get it. I'm not an idiot. But if you think about life and you think about children, which I do, I'm a father. You think about children, you think about bereft children. It's really so shocking. You create an entire generation of supervillains abandoned by their father. Do you understand? Do you understand what a generation of children, and this is not the only generation. This has been happening for a few generations now. After they started making rap, then it started happening, oddly enough. Weird how that happened, isn't it? Weird how that happened, isn't it? It's kind of weird how that happened, isn't it? It's just so crazy, man. Like, it's so crazy to laugh at defenseless babies, jeering the mother, jeering the children. Like, it's so sad. It's so sad. It's really devastating. The babies. Dehumanizing babies through memes. Oh my God. It's such an abomination. It's enough to make you crazy. Defenseless babies. It's enough to make you crazy. But so be it. So be it, this world. You know how it is. Sad. But I was thinking about that a little bit. I've been thinking about it for a while, and look, I get the politics behind it. I get the... We all get it. We all get it. We're all grown-ass people here. Or grown-ass men and women. People aren't... They're not men and women. People are business entities. Did you know that? Did you guys know that? That people is a business entity term? Did you know that? Person and people. That's legalese. Did you know that? Did you know that? Did you know that? It's so rough, man. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's so crazy. Citizen, there's another one. Persons or corporations. There you go. Everyone laughs at the maritime admiralty law, sovereign citizen. Everyone's been laughing about that for years. People know that it's real, right? People know that it's actually real. You do know that. That's not a joke, right? You do know that it's real, right? Don't you guys understand technology of a panopticon or the technology, Nimrod system? It's not just with a gun. It's not just with violence. These are sophisticated systems of torture and annihilation. They're very sophisticated. They have to be. Because the people would revolt. Or the populace. The men and women would revolt. If it weren't done, incrementally like this. Sad, isn't it? Sad. Dehumanizing. So sad. Damn. But I get it. But it's just, it's too staggering to think about too much. There's a lot. Let me put this thing away. What is this? Hold on, let me see this. Yo, Purple, thanks for the 15 bones on Streamlabs. It's nice of you. What is God to you? A blank pool of awareness, the personality of a biblical God? I don't know. For me, it's the origin of love and my soul. So ambiguous. All right. I don't pretend to know. I don't pretend to know. I just don't pretend to know. But thanks. It's crazy. Look at all this stuff. Look at all this stuff. Now, I just considering children, I was going to really rave about the last topic, but there's no sense raving about it. There's really no sense because people aren't really attuned to the tragedy of the state of women these days and how annihilated they are. Everyone just laughs at them. And I get it. I get it. I get it. Yeah, I get it. Trust me, I get it. But compassion is required to see people that are annihilated and tortured and abused and deceived. It takes a sort of a kind of compassion to see that as a military campaign. Casualties of war. It's not the same. It's not the same. Oh, it's shocking that people don't get it. But hey, they have to. But I'm kind of curious what this moist situation is all about. Some sort of a moist cupcake or cake, pastry, moist, food, dessert, something like that. I have a feeling we better get moist here. Get into dessert territory here. Cakes, moist pies, moist tender meat, moist holes. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say about it. Fence sitting. Fence sitting. But, okay, so is it a video, just... Okay. I mean, should I click these videos? I mean, do people like the reaction to videos? People kind of like that, right? Oh, it's Tom. Oh, he's got his ear pierced like freaking Harrison Ford. Let me pull out my Brave. Excuse me. What is this? Oh, that's the wrong browser. People like when I put on the video on here, is it necessary? Instead of just seeing my face? Is it necessary? Let me get out my Brave. Hold on. I mean, I might as well. Wait, let me get it. I better have ad blockers on here.
Moist.
Dude, I'm
Critical just to
Dude, I'm trying to pause it! Dude, what? Oh. Okay, let me get on Brave, okay? Where's window capture? Brave? Yeah, hell yeah. Let's pull up Brave. Dude. This is what we want. Let's do this. Let's try it out, okay? Let me make sure this is all working so I don't have to look at OBS. Okay. Oh, let me see.
Nico, and it was an absolute mess.
I'm talking about your personal belief.
Okay, now this is Tom. Oh, look at the way this guy looks. Look at both of these guys. Oh my God. These guys look crazier than Beast's team. Holy shit. That's okay.
Do you think someone...
Dude, what's with the way these guys look and sound? I'm sorry. Look, I'm not criticizing. I'm not. Look, I'm not. I'm just having fun. We need a little bit of mirth.
Someone in their 20s should be able to marry a 15 or 16-year-old.
I mean, well, let's see what's up.
To someone in their 20s should be, I mean, I personally wouldn't do it. I don't know many people who would do it. The maturity for people in
the music.
Teenagers in the West is getting much worse, but there are...
We're talking globally.
Now, it's good these guys are learning. These guys are learning about our social and cultural mores. I really kind of want to hear these guys.
Let's just talk globally. Like, do you think it is okay for... And I'm not talking about just you specifically anymore. Anyone. Do you think it's okay for anyone in their 20s, an adult, to marry...
Involved. Why am I going to get consented? And it was...
Okay, I'm trying not to butcher this.
Both good on both families, and they wanted to do it. Why am I going to get involved? Why should we get the government involved? Why would I tell them if everybody's consenting, if everybody's okay with it, if the parents are okay with it, if nobody's being harmed, if it's going to be okay, if they're both abiding by...
It's all going to be okay.
The rules.
Dude, I thought he had a fucking leopard print on his hands, man. This guy's tattoos. Dude, I thought Ice Cream Man was fucking crazy. Look at this guy. Holy moly, that's like Piccolo. He's got scales.
They're not hurting each other. Why not?
Are you kidding me?
They're still, like, they're at best a
Mr. Cool Ice.
They can't consent to something like that.
So,
whoa, you can't consent to that. Uh-oh. It means you can't consent to anything. That's good, because children can't consent. We all know that.
I'd like to think that I have a more
The tattoo is for pulling out his brave. Damn, man. I'm glad you like that one.
nuanced view than most of the internet on what makes someone a creep. I've taken a lot of flack for saying that
Tom.
people who are, in my view, not creeps, somehow actually are. Like, I don't think that a 16-year-old dating an 18-year-old makes them a creep, because I think that nuance matters.
Dude, this is so good. This is good. It's been
Right
a while
now,
since...
a lot of people are being talked about online and accused of a lot of shit. We had the Dr. Disrespect situation, where he admitted to talking to a minor inappropriately. We had the Chris Tyson situation, where Chris was a huge fan of Shadman and also got into some trouble for some weird shit they were saying around minors, which is not good, to say the least. And I think that both of these people should definitely be condemned for what...
Okay, I hear you. Let's... Oh my God, we're getting... Time to get exotic.
Watching you, and everybody knows that. And you know it. Look at her. She's looking down. She's cringing, and you know it.
She's cringing exotic.
Saying, stop that. Look at that cringe. She's cringing at her simp fans jerking off on the stream all day, and she's aware of it. And then she has the balls to go say Dr. Disrespect's a terrible person.
Man, she's trying to get the doctor's kids taken away. That's kind of a nice thing. That's actually kind of a nice thing to do to someone. Did she suggest this? Well, no, look, this is... I'm not trying to be gossip, okay? I'm not trying to talk about these people like they're real. But it's the symbology of it. It's the messaging of it, okay? These people are doing symbology, and they're doing little messages to, like, signaling and triggering their audience, okay, by doing these things. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter who you are. What, you're gonna call for someone's kids to be taken away? What the hell? One man CPS is fucking roaming the internet.
My problem with
Imagine that.
Both bad people, but like this.
But nobody cancels Pokemon. There's no hate.
Mean. So she was just calling for children to be taken away or something. Hey, now this isn't the end with the Moist Critical stuff, was it? Oh, this is just kind of bouncing around a little bit. Let's see.
Monetizing it.
No, you don't think kids are not as an important conversation? What do you think the age of consent should be? If you want to be...
This is so much. How do I even... How do I handle all this stuff, man? Let's try.
You don't think anything updates? Just tell us what you think it should be.
I think it should be
2 years.
Important conversation?
Age of consent to be?
Age
2 years.
Should be, Sneeko.
This is not an important conversation.
No, you don't think kids are not as an important conversation? What do you think the age of consent should be? If you want to be consistent, you don't think anything updates, just tell us what you think it should be.
I think...
Oh, let's have this take.
It should be past at a developed
Fuck is
age.
that? What was making messaging sounds? What could possibly be doing that? Okay, let's continue.
What is a developed age? If you had to set a law for it, what would you set it? What would you set it about?
Oh, is that coming from the video?
It's a developed age.
And with all of this going on, he
developed age. Now, look, I'm not. I mean, we'll get to it. Talking about the age of consent and all that stuff is a very female thing to do, honestly. Generally speaking. So let's see what they have to say.
Penguin Zero, Moist Critical, or Charlie on a stream to debate him. Now, Charlie, as much of a fan...
Is Charlie Moist Critical? You know what I'm saying? Again, I'll say again. The lawmakers or the big personalities that rail against age gaps and things like that, why don't you check their hard drives out and see what's on it? Check the age gap out on that. Then you'll be singing a different tune. Okay? Don't ever let anybody, don't let people that belong in prison or such browbeat you into anything at all. Ever. You don't have to take it from slime. And the good or bad of it is something that, I don't know, I mean, maybe we'll get into, maybe we won't. I don't know. Let's see.
Fan of him, as I have been in the past, did not perform amazingly in this debate. I think it's clear that he's not a very skilled debater, not his most amazing skill. But I don't really blame him for that, because the average person is not watching a lot of autistic debate content online. But regardless of how good or bad he is,
Tom is pretty
debate,
classic.
The stuff Sneeko was trying to push in this...
Hey, what about Aaliyah? Did anyone have a problem with R. Kelly when he married Aaliyah at 14 or 15? Anyone remember that? No one had a problem then. But no, people have a problem with, now people have a problem with, 18 and 17, 19 and 20 and 18, 22 and 18. The people that literally belong in jail are the ones that browbeat you on age gaps. You know? Oh, it's only just warfare against men. And, we could talk about the validity of this consent and this and that, but what's the fucking point? Why? Why would I bother? Why would I bother? Why would I bother even going back and forth about if this is too young or this is too not? Who is defining these ideas that we're all talking about? Why is everyone talking about age gap this, age gap that? The people that put this into social media are the biggest freaks in history. You're gonna take your ethics and morals from them? It's crazy.
This debate was absolutely insane, and Charlie also was trying to push some really dumb shit.
Now, is Charlie Moist Critical? Who's who here? Who's who here? You know what I'm saying? Who's who? Yeah, I mean, there's some questionable stuff, Afina, but the big picture of it is policing, making men afraid of everything. Policing men's life so much and castrating them. I'm not saying that, the big age gaps are uncastrating. I'm not saying that at all. I'm talking about military campaigns. I'm talking about warfare. I'm talking about life as a whole. These things are designed to make men feel guilty and scared to do anything. It has nothing to do with the ethics of this or that. It's a military campaign against men. It is what it is. Many such cases, all such cases. It's just the way it is. You're a man, you know how it is. Warfare. You know what I mean? People don't understand the warfare there is. And if you fill your mind worrying about these ideas that are given by, I don't know, the government or Hollywood, then you're going to be in a circle of nowhere, getting just amplifying fear, amplifying nothing. Look where it leads. It leads to nowhere. All of discussion on this and that age gap, it leads. Where does it lead? It leads nowhere. You've seen where it leads, nowhere. Therefore, it's a fake outrage. It's a fake outrage. If it leads nowhere and nothing changes and no one gets punished or whatever, it's just empty rhetoric spreading criticism of everything men do. Everything. You know what you call that? A military campaign. That's what you call it. You call that a military campaign. That's what you call it, see? And I'm just saying, generally speaking, that's why these things are so dangerous. Not dangerous, but dangerous to talk about on their own terms. I'm not going to talk about anything on any terms but my own. I'll die before I talk about anything on somebody else's terms, especially some freak with freaking hard drives, some lawmaker that is trying to hassle everyone and say this and that. You know, some abuser is gonna tell you this and that. Are you kidding me? Getting lectured by lawmakers and politicians and this and that. If you knew what they're guilty of, well, you fill in the blanks.
And I feel like I have to, call it out a little bit here because he said something here that is I'm just not cool with.
Oh, in the 1800s.
No, I'm not talking about anyone like. I'm talking generally social media as a whole. I can't think of any examples of people that I know that are obsessed with the Gap stuff. Maybe some feminist people on Twitter or something like that are trying to be one of the boys. They're trying to be inflammatory and controversial like a man, like one of the boys. Hey, if it works for you, go ahead. I don't even criticize that. People can make a living however they want to. But these women online, they're trying to be men. The problem is no such thing as a cool woman. They don't exist. Just like a sexy man doesn't exist. It doesn't work that way. A woman can be controversial, can pull all this stuff on Twitter, and that doesn't make them cool. No such thing as a cool woman. Doesn't exist. No such thing as a sexy man. Doesn't exist. Same
when
thing.
it was the age of 10, that was fine. Legally back then, they were not a pedophile. Today, legally, they are a pedophile.
I like how the words are blanked out. Yo, what's this guy got a gun in the back? Yo, is that a gun in the back? Oh, you guys. Oh, yeah, you can see it. That's that's mint.
Wait, when was the age of consent?
The thing that the conversation
today
starts with is critical, wondering why.
See, that's a good joke, saying it's 10. Like, that's a freaking good as hell joke. I said 2, so my joke is inherently better. And people don't usually make jokes like that. And maybe I really shouldn't too much, but 10 is a good joke.
The age of consent is something that Sneeko is so intent on debating, or why he has such an issue with the age of consent in general.
Oh, so he has an issue? Well,
Charlie
let's hear.
says the age of consent should be an accepted number, meaning 18 years of age should be the age of consent, because when you're 18 years old and you're going to college, you can drive, you're doing very adult things, versus...
Oh, you can't drink, though, can you? I think age of consent should be 21.
Under that age, you're still a kid.
Oh, wait, who wrote those rules? Lawmakers? Oh. Who defines what's right? The government? Who defines the age of this and that or this and that? The government? That's great. That's cool. It's illegitimate. All government is illegitimate.
Sneeko then responds by saying that the age of consent in most states is not 18, which is true. About 30 states in the United States have the age of consent set to 16 years old. Charlie then says, well, yeah, but that mostly applies to Romeo and Juliet laws. Like,
Romeo and Juliet laws? Is this is this Liz Hussey? Who is the Romeo and Juliet from the 60s? That was old Hussey, right? Man, those were the days. They showed that to us in high school. My goodness. Again, I'll say it. Lawmakers make your laws. Do you respect lawmakers? Are they legitimate? They're not.
Like a 19-year-old dating a 16-year-old is legally not considered bad because obviously...
Yeah, the age is at which they will charge you with rape automatically. Yeah, you get it, Barbatus. You get what it's all about. And I'm not going to even... Why bother get into the... Oh, Olivia Hussey, I remember that. I'm not going to bother go into the finer points of if this is good or bad because it's absolutely pointless. It's absolutely pointless. There are bigger things in play right now, and I'm a big fan of unity, and a big fan of forcing someone to get on the same page as you. I'm a big fan of that sort of thing. Okay. But you see, this stuff, when laws are made, you guys like laws? Imagine going to bat for a law, going to bat for the government lawmakers. Wow. Yo, going to bat for the government lawmakers. Whoa, that's crazy.
See, they're relatively close in age, and we can recognize that there are exceptions where somebody may be breaking the law, but it's not like a feel-like act, right? Sneeko then says he's not arguing to lower the age of consent.
It's an act.
He's against the idea entirely. He then points out that in Europe, the age of consent is 16 in a lot of countries. In Brazil, 14. It's 14 years old, I believe. He's basically saying that the law varies from place to place. So he asked Charlie why he believes 18 is the true age of consent.
That's the truest age. You call that nubility. That's the age of nubility, I think. Nubility. Know what I'm saying? I think that's the age of nubility. Go to bat for lawmakers.
To be respected. Charlie then brings up that just because it may be...
Well, let's hear this. Where does 18 come from? Barbatus? Selective service. Military. There you go. Now you have your answer to everything. Lawmakers?
Illegal in some places, that doesn't mean it's right. Sneeko responds by saying, okay, well, I wouldn't really do that. I wouldn't date someone that age. But it has nothing to do with their age. It's because he doesn't hook up with people anymore, and that's it.
What?
His qualm about having sex with someone underage, that it's like out of wedlock. He then claims that even having an age of consent encourages premarital sex somehow. So Charlie says, okay, would you marry a kid?
Okay. So then instead of...
Okay, hold on.
Okay, would you marry a kid?
Okay, so then instead of
what a nice touch.
Let's take it away from like premarital sex. Would you feel comfortable marrying a 16-year-old? Like, would you meet a 16-year-old with...
I mean, at least the 21, Nafina, at least that's put forth by a woman and not by a twisted freak lawmaker. You know what I'm saying? At least that's put by a woman. At least there's that.
Romantic intent if you're in Europe, and maybe marry a 16-year-old. Nothing sexual.
I probably would.
Dude, this is rich.
And maybe marry a 16-year-old.
Nothing
sexual.
That's so good. You marry someone, it's a non-sexual wedding, a non-sexual marriage. That's so good. 21 is about right for a man. Biologically, that puts many women at a big disadvantage. Age of consent law implies there's a horde of rapists waiting for permission. Maybe there is. See, it's again, I'll say it again. I know not everyone wants to hear it. All this legalese is only a war on men. It's not to protect vulnerable women. It's not to protect anybody. It's only to war on men and give an in to send someone to jail for rape. I'm telling, at its foundation, that is its foundation. More this, if it's moral or ethical, that's a different conversation. That's a different conversation.
I probably wouldn't personally, because I don't think that I'd be on the same mental.
No, I mean, hey, Afina, I get what you're saying. I get your concerns, and I get the gist of, the mores of the culture and yours. I mean, there are crazy things. There are weird things, They're like, an 80-year-old man dating a 5-year-old. Or you could say 25 and a 16. You could say anything at all. You could say 85 and a 5-year-old. You could say 25 and 16. You could say 15. You could say 17. You could say 27 and 17 and a half. I mean, you could say anything. You could keep, that's the problem with this. You could keep going on and on forever and ever until men and women hate each other for life. That's the point. The point is to make men run scared, to always be afraid, to be guilty, that their sex is only violence. It's extreme feminism. And look, I'm not saying some of those things that you're saying aren't weird, but I'm not here to call things weird. I'm trying to get to the foundation of it so we can all process it properly without men and women hating each other more, is what I'm trying to say. Know what I'm saying?
Playing field. I like to have intellectual conversations. I like to be with women that are around my same age.
Is that a shower in the back over here? Is that a shower? Looks like he's living in Kuwait. Where is he? You know?
So in his personal life, if he can, for some reason, understand that a 16-year-old is not the same thing as an 18, 19, 20-year-old in most cases, he can see that clearly. But then when it comes to applying it to other people, for some reason, he's like, oh, well.
Oh, yeah. A daughter will change your tune. I agree with you, but it will change your tune. Yeah, okay, man, okay. I get you. I get your point, man. Wow. Shit, man. Okay, I hear you.
It's fine, which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
You know, I think there'd be too much of a gap. But other people, like, if they're able to get along, then I don't see.
I'll be weeping if I have daughters.
Well, the reason why it's a problem is because a 16-year-old does not have the same mental maturity as somebody who is, let's say, 26. They are vastly different at different stages in their life. The 26-year-old has had college, they've had jobs, they've had experiences far beyond the 16-year-old. That makes them much more able to make.
Okay, I mean, his takes are good. I get it. His takes are good. They're too good. We got to skip them.
25, 26, 27. A lot of people don't.
There's nothing wrong with that.
A lot of people graduate high school 16. A lot of people graduate high school 20. It's a huge variable. So to set that in stone is that this is when you're a kid and this is you're an adult. That doesn't apply.
I gotta skip around more. Like I want to get to the juice, man. We gotta move on.
Age? Would you agree with that?
I think that'd be totally understandable.
Classify an adult. Don't have.
Where's the big one? Where's the big one?
They're a child.
Oh, here's the big one. This is the one I want.
When pressed on them. And that's why something ironic that I'm saying, Charlie did do that.
Do you believe that?
Yeah, but you guys get, I'm not trying to harp on it, but I get the weirdness of a lot of things, but this is bomb defusal. This isn't bomb making class, this is bomb defusal. You know what I'm saying? So I just have to say that.
That somebody can go through hormone therapy. Can they change their gender if they're a child?
Oh, now this is what we've been waiting for. This is what we've been waiting for right here.
I think that's totally fine as long as
so good.
Everyone is consenting.
Have you ever had a child that could consent? Now we're talking about the age of consent here, right? Of course. The real age of consent that everyone should be worried about is not the regular things that people have been talking about for years. It's a child's consent or a baby's consent. They've been working on this stuff for years to make it plausible that children or babies can consent. It's a very, very dark thing. And there's only so far you can go with it. I almost puked.
You can just see Sneako's glee as he realizes how bad this is for.
Damn, he drew him out into a fucking foot and mouth bang. Did he intentionally do that? Is that this laugh and the look? Does that mean it was like a hit job to sort of trick him into talking about that? Even though in a couple years or a year, people will be swearing to God that children and babies can consent. Just wait for those days. You think these days are bad? I swear to God, I wish these were the worst days. It's only just begun. It's a problem. There should have been, you know what? The second people started talking about mixing consent with children, there should have been something that happened. Okay? So all of this is a very, very rough timeline. You understand what I'm saying? It shouldn't even have been tolerated years ago when the freaks were making videos on how babies and children can consent to things. There should have been people in the streets, mobs in the streets, manhunter mobs in the streets. But there weren't.
Charlie. Look, man, there's just no...
You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, the Wings of Redemption. I forgot to answer about that. Wait. 500 subs. I thought that was a movie. What do you guys... Oh, is that a guy? Who are we talking about now? I thought that was a movie. Subs openly advocates age consent to be lowered to 12. I mean, all right. That's his prerogative. Cinema. I thought he was asking about a movie. Or maybe he was. It's a Wim Wenders. Okay. I was just my mind.
There's no circumstance under which a 9-year-old should be able to have a doctor cut their dick off.
Okay. I mean, does this I guess that's the video. It's common sense. These things are common sense. You understand? It's common sense that children are children, and that if people are looking for them to consent, then there should be some sort of reaction to that. So all of this is absolutely wasted, because the fact that it's even a conversation at all is very dangerous and does not bode well at all, because they tried it, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years ago. 5, 6, 7 years ago, they started talking about children and all this stuff. It's crazy. Yeah, people would do well, Athena. Adult men staying away from teen girls. In that men are less mature than women now. And the men are freaking annihilated and destroyed. So how can you expect normal behavior from anybody? Look at the state of men now. Look how annihilated and destroyed they are. Look at women. Need I say no? That's not why. I'm saying that the sexual ailments that wreck society, they are planted by a military organization. Okay? Perverted and immature. No, I guess that's a debate. Perverted and immaturity are perhaps they're the same thing. I'm saying everybody is a victim of abuse, is what I'm saying. And this is a hot topic. Like I get it. And I'm trying not to criticize or defend anybody. I'm really not. I'm just looking to get to brass tacks on this. Okay? And there are many, many problems with all of the social media and all of this stuff. Many, many problems. All I know is that the war is ceaseless and it will never end. So I guess people pay for it no matter what. Forever. Learned behavior. All of these things are learned behavior. And that's not passing the buck or the blame. Just saying everyone's been in the MK Ultra machine. Not everyone knows what that means. You know what I'm saying? Not everyone knows what that means, but everyone's been in it. Everyone's been in it. And everyone's still in it right now as we speak. Obviously. People know this by now. Surely, people must know this by now. Yo, ooh, did I get Uber? Thanks for the sawbuck. Elias, thanks for the sawbuck, pal. Let me see. What's this? Invader, thanks for the sawbuck, pal. Classic Link style. I'm in a state of spiritual disgrace, like I can't go into a church and worship. I don't know if I need an exorcism or what. I keep making mistakes and effing everything up in my life. You don't have to read this one aloud, just need advice for the dead. I absolutely had to read that aloud. No, it's everyone knows. Well, not everyone, I guess, but a lot of people know what it's like. A lot of guys know what it's like to be wrecked and freaking in hell. Look, I get it. It's faith. It's faith, man. It's faith. It's faith. And I know that doesn't help because I don't have a better definition. Whatever is holding you back from progress is an intelligent entity that can only be disarmed by faith, the overriding of it by faith in your willpower, the exercising of your willpower to exorcise a demon. It takes willpower and faith, and those are those things that I would recommend that you dig into instead of beating yourself up, and instead of that state, instead of that constant state of admission and defeat of spiritual disgrace and unable to get out. That is a demonic state of mind. I will just say that right now. And I really think you have to look at it that way, and you have to step out of that. No one ever got anywhere beating themselves up, I'm telling you. No one ever got anywhere beating themselves up, I'm telling you. No one ever got anywhere beating themselves up, I'm telling you. Think about that, thanks. Script says, thanks for the Sawbuck, pal. Streamlabs Sawbuck. That's pretty nice. The role reversal between men and women and the unbalance of masculine and feminine energies amongst them is all very military and intentional. But we all know this. See that? Again, there it is. This warfare between everybody is only, it's hijinks. It's hijinks, and it's I don't know, it's intelligence. I don't know what to call it. It's espionage is what it is. It's intelligence. It's espionage. You know what I'm saying? People don't get it. I get it. I get that people don't get it. Consider those things. Consider those things. And this critical situation is crazy. We got another one. I mean, we got into this pretty good. Was this the? Did I do the wrong video? What? Oh no, it's. I don't even know which one. I think this is the right one. After a debate, he announces it. Oh yeah. The I guess we didn't really explore. I guess we did. Consenting to science experiments even before the age of reason, which is 7, is really pretty crazy. But it goes without saying, it's the most wicked idea that there is children consenting, because it implies very, very dark things. But again, I'll say it again. These freaks' weirdo religion requires children. It requires innocence be destroyed and defiled. Some people's religions require the defiling of children. Don't you get it? It's a religious thing. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Yo, BC Vol, thanks for the 15 bones, pal. Yo, Charles, I live in the next town over from what happened in the UK recently. Yeah. Riots in my town today and all across the UK. It's getting dramatic. It's actually crazy out here. Always appreciate your level-headedness. Any advice from someone living here? Thanks. I'm not sure. It is very crazy. There were allegedly some stabbings by an actor that's been MK Ultra'd since he was, I don't know, 11, 10, 8. Guy did a commercial for some children advocating agency as Doctor Who, the stabber. Kind of weird, isn't it? It's kind of weird how they got an actor to do this. It's kind of weird, isn't it? What was it? Axl Rose, Rubba Dubba, Boombasa Badubba. Is that his name? MK Ultra since forever, an actor, soldier, big surprise. Did this stuff even happen? I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is that it was an actor. That's how you know it is an intentional situation. Know what I'm saying? Civil unrest is always good for the government. I'm sure people understand that by now. It's actually good. Civil wars and such are good for the government. Civil unrest is good for the government. It gives an excuse for a lockdown and additional measures for perpetual lockdown. That's all. We know how this stuff works by now, don't we? Don't we know how this stuff works by now? You know what I'm saying? Where's my brave? Yeah, let's look at rivals instead. You understand? Actors, huh? It's weird. Actors. It's kind of weird, isn't it? But that's I don't know about advice for you over there though. I couldn't say. Just making sure I'm not running out of hard drive space. I actually couldn't say. It's kind of scary though. Where are we? Oh my God. We're on a roll today. Okay, what do we got here? After the debate, the guy left internet. Yeah, I mean, what do I say about that? I mean, what's the point of even mentioning it? Now here we got someone. I mean, let's just open up the video. I think this is the best one. Cease and desist. All right, let's get this thing out. Okay, I tried to pause, but I can't. 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 Try to pause, but I can't. Where's Brave? Try to pause, but I can't. Now, this is a big one, right? Oh, and I claim the offer? Here's the big one, right? Mr. Biatch. Here's the big one, right?
Attention is the most
Is this the one?
valuable currency in the world.
Well, of course. If you could post something and everyone in the world would watch it, you'd be the most powerful man on earth.
Uh-oh.
We're not promoting
Oh, you see that kid's face?
gambling. I think people are going to see this
Oh,
negative.
the guy who just throws away millions of dollars on YouTube videos is a gambler. Who would have thought?
Lottery for money.
That seems real. He's smoking weed. That seems pretty real. Giving away this and that. That actually seems real, doesn't it? Does it seem real to you?
You don't have to pay anything to enter the
Dude, what am I seeing right now? What is this video?
It's a scam.
Hundreds of forged or fake signatures.
Wow.
Things are great. Up and
Look at this. It's like I'm watching True Detective. That's Sicario score? All right, all right. Dude.
until they just go bust.
Trashing a beach. That's what I saw. Trashing a beach. Dude, the intro does slam. Oh, am I going to get freaking blasted? Am I going to get the score taken down? Is that what's going to happen to me?
I wanted to...
Dude. What the hell is this guy's problem? Dude, are you kidding me?
Provide some context to this video. I'm a former Mr. Beast employee, and today...
Dude, what is this guy? What happened to this guy?
Today I am alleging that the company rigged videos and
Freaking ribbed videos?
did illegal lotteries and sold fake
Oh, he doesn't need to blink?
signatures. I would consider that fraud, okay? Thank you, enjoy the video. So this is...
Dude, are you kidding me? This guy seems like a bit of a king.
Part one into my investigation into Mr. Beast. I recorded this before the Chris stuff came out. I was also going to come out about the Chris stuff probably in part 2 or 3.
Okay, okay. The Chris stuff. We've already hit this. I don't know how to skip through these.
I see a lot of people saying like, oh, if you knew, why didn't you come forward? Why didn't you go to the authorities?
Hell yes.
Well, I was going to come forward. And also like, going to the authorities isn't going to work because what are you going to say? Like, you heard rumors that this person is this way or that, you know, there's obviously...
Now, is he like in a cornfield? This looks like a scene from Children of the Corn.
the evidence of like the shad-based stuff, like that's been out.
Well, we don't want to
for
be
a
seeing
while.
stuff like
People
that.
have internally known the company that like Chris is kind of a potential miner's
Smoking corn. Oh, use the arrow keys. I don't have arrow keys. Hold on.
attracted person, and the
I gotta click like function. Okay. Ah, I found them. It's actually J. It's actually IJKL. Oh, it's right on the nub on J. I should have been. Oh, it's like intelligently designed.
company
Shit. Okay.
protects her, and they were protecting her, and more of a red Mr. as they could. Jimmy knew, everyone knew. So
I don't know what this guy's saying.
you know, which I think that's more of a red flag than anything I'm going to reveal in this video. But
What is?
and they were protecting her, and they protected her as long as they could. Jimmy
Who? Her? Who?
knew, everyone knew. So
Her? Who?
you know, those messages happen in like Mr. Beast discords, and
Mr. Beast smokes corn.
yeah, I don't know. It's a mess when like Mr. Beast contestants are being exposed to like minor attracted persons, and the company's protecting them.
Dude, the terminology we're hearing these days is not good. When you hear stuff like that and you hear the consent stuff, that's not good, man. That is not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all, man. It's not good at all to be hearing this stuff plainly spoken. It's not a good sign.
You know,
Get us to 1,000 likes, please, everybody watching this. Please, 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 just like the, how do I like it? Do I have to hit the heart or something? Can I do 100%? How do I like it?
there's a big emphasis at the company of like how
Please.
to manipulate children, like understanding their psychology and everything, and like
Okay, okay. Okay.
Seeing that that's sort of used in weird ways, and there's been like parasocial relationships and
Paracelsus.
Encouraging like almost children simping for these people, and maybe that's as nefarious as it gets. Or
yeah, it sounds a bit rough, man. This stuff's just, it's not going well when people can openly I guess gamble with children. I'm guessing what this leads to.
Or maybe it goes deeper. Anyway, here's an old podcast clip of Jimmy explaining that he knows that his audience is young. Which is an old clip. You could say like his audience grew up. I would say he's gained most of his audience since then, and his content's only gotten younger. Also, this clip really just shows that like he understands the YouTube analytics are bullshit, because he can try to use that as a defense, but he knows
it's BS. YouTube analytics.
So here's that clip, and then I'll get into the video.
The average demographic is what, 13 through 17? Is
hot wet soup. Who's in here? Dude, it's hard for me to even look at these avatars right now. Like, this is hard.
Random subscribers like themselves are
bumping to me in real life. Here's some money.
Have big rewards to his loyal followers.
Yo, this guy ain't playing, is he? I thought this was a graphic he made. That's a wall?
I will show you irrefutable evidence in a minute that his videos are in fact fake.
Dude, are you kidding me? I thought that was a graphic.
Step 2 is showing the viewers that when people interact with Mr. Beast in a way that benefits Mr. Beast, when they do what he tells them to do, they win big rewards.
Is he subscribed? You are subscribed. Here's some money. Have a good day. Some of them feel like...
That's so silly. I mean, how can people not already know that they're fake completely, or like already? Are people crazy thinking that's real? He's giving money to people. He's doing lotteries. Are you crazy? People do that. People doing that? Are you crazy?
I feel like I just walk around with $1,000. It's like, oh, thanks for watching my videos. Hit that subscribe button because you might bump into me in real life.
Look at him in the back. What's he got on his leg? What's wrong with his feet? Dude, what happened to this guy? Look at the guy in the back. Look at his feet.
Make you a lot of money.
Look at his feet.
People are devout followers of Mr. Beast. They get rewarded. And step 3 is finally calling on the viewer to act in some way that benefits the brand, promising big rewards in return.
I get it. No one wins. I'm intrigued, though. Let's see.
Now it's your turn to do what Mr. Beast tells you, and you will win big rewards. But you actually won't unless you're famous or friends or family of a Mr. Beast employee. So young and
hey, the sound on this little thing sounds good without the laugh. What the hell? Sounds better without the laugh? What the hell?
Professional viewers are made to believe that Mr. Beast is a trusted authority who can give them big rewards. These young viewers are explicitly shown that dedicated followers or random subscribers like themselves are winning big rewards when they...
No one wins. Hey, where's the bumps in this video? Dude, where are the bumps in this video? Where are the bumps in this video?
Do what Mr. Beast tells them. These young viewers are explicitly told repeatedly that if they subscribe, if they buy products or act in some way that benefits the brand,
Mr. Beast 2,
they will win big rewards. Trust Mr. Beast, watch him help others.
I get it.
This CGI, these bus wheels are CGI, this explosion is fake, this shredder is CGI, this car is digitally lit.
Yo, that looks good though. Let me see.
Holy shit, this stuff would be easy to pump out.
Have you ever faked a video?
No. But this train track is CGI, these bus wheels are CGI, this explosion is fake, this shredder is CGI, this car is digitally lifted, this pit is fake, this guy is fake, this raccoon is a paid actor, this island costs more than $1, this city is not abandoned, these buildings are CGI, and that's the only way out. You can literally get an Uber to the airport for $20. That's not a lurker. It's just a guy. This whole room is fake. This contestant is an actor and a secret employee at Mr. Beast. They had him dive through this fake door twice. This line is scripted. This action is scripted. In fact,
yo, dude, these videos look good.
Pretty much all the videos with Mac are scripted.
Yo!
You did it! Yeah!
Dude, those videos actually look pretty good.
It was scripted. Holy shit, this stuff would be easy to pump.
Dude, what's with his eyes? What happened to him? Did he get initiated into the mysteries?
Let's talk about Mac for a second.
We will die. Do you understand that?
I found public records showing that Mac moved from California to Greenville, North Carolina, where Jimmy is located, back in August 2023, 2 months before he appeared as a contestant.
Oh wait, that is green screen. That isn't a wall, is it? I thought this guy was twisted.
According to a former Mr. Beast employee, this is around the time when Mac started working full-time on the editing team at Mr. Beast. Also, he didn't just move into any...
This stuff is too much for me. Like, I have no idea what he's talking about. Max? Like, I don't know what is happening.
Camera trained.
Because they do all their wiring in the ceiling.
So I am up here. Okay, I feel good about this spot.
If it was held accountable, especially because this was a...
Was the guy hanging himself from the ceiling? In front, like right in front of someone's face, down below.
YouTube original production. Zach would have been eliminated for cheating. He broke the rules, and
there are no rules, lady. Please.
In the next
extra shaddy.
1,600 orders actually won a prize, and I guarantee he has real-time analytics on his laptop. He knows they make more money every time he says, "Oh my God, guys, we're giving away so much stuff. We're not even going to make a profit."
I mean, isn't that just regular business? No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, isn't that, hey, what's the problem? What's the problem? Do we have to skip the videos? Needs to give him a time code. Oh, okay. We'll get to that later.
Please, don't you want me to make a...
Now, this is regular business. Like the illusion of squalor and all that. Like, everybody does that. Everybody pretends that they make no money. It's just that I'm the only one where I actually don't.
Profit. That's why he keeps saying it. Also, they just don't show how winners are picked. So it's probably because he loves giving things away. Add an additional...
Yeah, it's all good. We all get this and... Oh, is someone barfing? Well, let's at least do this. Oh, come on. Dude, I got 100 megabytes.
Value the t-shirt. Later, the spaceship finally launched, carrying beautiful...
This is making me crazy, this video, man. This is crazy. Oh, here we are. Now this is the ticket. Now we're on the right place. Now we're in the right place. People are going insane over the video? Over the badness? Well, not badness, but I can't, like I'll start sleeping. I'll start snoring, you know what I mean, if I watch that whole thing. Hey, look, I'm trying to keep the show going, all that. I'm trying. I've always been like, I'll do it, whatever. If you don't like it, blast. I go to hell, yeah. Like I'm trying not to be like that, I'm trying not to just sit down and watch a video and do whatever I feel like. But I definitely don't feel like watching any more of that. Video was cease and desisted. Oh, he's just protecting his business interests. Illegal lotteries, fake giveaways, exploiting a younger and non-adult audience for money. Most of the marketing is focused on using kids in various ways. I mean, I hear you. Celebs don't deserve your attention or sympathy. Mr. Beast is the face of YouTube and subsequently #1. Okay, I hear that. I'm intrigued by all this. Though. Damn. That's crazy. How did this happen? Oh, who put a bullet into my back? I'm intrigued by all this. I'm just happy that this finally reaching new people after years and years. Like, this is so bizarre to me. I really appreciate... man, that's crazy, man. I'm just shocked. The chat is still working, but the video is just looping me saying I'm intrigued by this? What do you mean? Oh, what? How does this work? What? It better not be doing that. God, I'm about to put on T. Look, I got that on my desktop. First day out, T Grizzly. Dude, I have that on the desktop of every computer that I have. Are you kidding me? I always want to be reminded of that. Dude, who's liking... Did we get to 1,000 or what? Do we get to 1,000 likes or what? If we get to 1,000 likes, I'll probably give away like 40 grand to someone who's subscribed. Isn't that enough? $40,000 to the 1,000th like. Anyone down for that sort of skill? Can you do that? Can anyone here do that? Who's the 1,000th? Someone's about to get 40 grand. 2 more, 3 more. 997. 1,000 likes, I'll pull out my brave. Caesar, I'm so happy you like that one. I'm so happy. Who's Mr. 1,000? Everyone's holding back. You just click a button. What is... This stuff matters to me. The algorithm is important. Please, at least like the stream. Please. People sitting down holding back on me. It was Barbatus. Was the 1,000th like. Yo, Barbatus! What the heck, man? What are the odds? Why were you holding out on the like for that long? Why the hell? You're always the one telling everyone to like it. You didn't even like it till the 1,000th? What's your address, man? Let me know your address. I'll send you that check. That's crazy, man. I'm about to pull out the analytics on my ass. Dude, what are the odds? Congratulations, man. Damn. 10K for the Hillary. Yeah, I forgot about that one. I forgot about that bet. I'm really surprised that they didn't. I'm really surprised. But maybe they would have lost. Maybe they would have lost. I don't know. I don't lost, lose. You know what I'm saying. There's no... It's a script. I get that. I thought I knew the script. Like I did the last few times, but... The world is in much worse shape than even I knew. Like running, years ago, running Joe Biden. Like that's like running Stephen Hawking. You know what I'm saying? The world is already too smashed to even see that. At the beginning. You know what I mean? It's crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. What's this? Damn, hell yeah. What's all this? Yo, Uber, thanks again for the sawbuck. Elias, the sawbuck. I'll say hi again. Devon's Gate. Coops, what's up, man? Thanks for the 2 bones. Hey, Charles, what's your thoughts on Eddie Bravo? Only kind thoughts. I only have kind thoughts. Well, Johnny Bravo. Joe Schmo. Thanks for the 20 bones, pal. Hey, Charles, just wanted to thank you for being here for us and share that if anyone watching has something that keeps you up in the early hours, I'm praying for your victory. Love each other. It's so beautiful. That's so good, man. Really appreciate that. That's so nice. That's so good, man. Prayers. Prayers. We need prayers for us, prayers for you and me and everybody, man. That's so good. I love that. It's so good. Jimbo, thanks for the 15 bones, pal. Hey, Charles, thank you for putting in the work and reducing suffering. How do you develop the will to consistently write? I find myself quitting projects and moving on to something else far too often. Well, I'm not... You should ask me that question in a few days. But thank you for that, though. I always do my best to reduce suffering. The will... It's the will and faith. It's faith. It's faith. It's faith. It's faith. Your will is powered by your faith. Your will is powered by your faith. If you have no faith in yourself, you're not writing, or you're quitting projects, or you're moving on to things too often. If you don't have faith, so it's a deficiency. It's a deficit in faith, and that's the fuel of the will. I would put that forth, because you're going to need a different mindset. Sort of a triumph of the will. You're going to need a different mindset in order to trick yourself trick the demon inside you that's a million years old. You know what I'm saying? I would say that, but I'll be working on espousing good routines and methods in the near future, because I'm not exactly Mr. Whatever, you know what I'm saying. The man, thanks for the 15 bones, pal. Charles, I'm a longtime fan, huge fan of both your own and MDE's work. How do you feel now that you've reconnected and are touring? I'll be at the DC show. Thanks for all you guys do. Much love. Hey, man, thanks so much for that, pal. I feel great. It has redeemed me. I have, I'm always looking for redemption and for faith and for will and all that stuff. And I'm not above. I'm just not above a certain thing. So I feel great about it. And it's good to be reconnected, and it's good to be getting good. It's good to have the opportunity, and I feel pretty redeemed by it, and I needed it. So I'm really happy about it. Yeah, the shows are so good. Man, someone lit the bullet on fire in my spine. It sucks. Now the bullet's on fire or ice. Someone made it really cold. But thanks so much for that. I like that, and I always try to remind myself of all the good things in life, because you get blasted, man. If you lose faith in yourself, or if you have a deficit in faith or will, you rock yourself, man. You rock yourself with thoughts that aren't real. You know what I'm saying? You rock yourself. Was that thing mirrored? Oh wow, cool. You rock yourself. Consider those things. Consider it. Isaac, thanks for the 20 bones, pal. Have you ever seen this video? That looks familiar. It's the award-winning CGI animated short film, I, Pet Goat 2 by Heliofant. Came out 10 years ago. Now, I never watched it, but how could I not already know everything that's in it? Do you want to ask me any questions regarding the video? I bet I know everything that's in it already. You know what I'm saying? Let me fix this. Doesn't this look great? This looks so good. Look, I'm going crazy. Now, okay, I gotta close this. I started going crazy. And now I know when I do that, it's literally an indication I'm going insane. So I'm like getting more attuned to my rhythm. I'm starting to notice insanity these days a lot more. I try my best. I've never seen it, but it's probably good. I mean, is there something, what should I know about it? Is there something I should know about it? Dimos, Valentine, thanks for the 15 bones, pal. Love you, Chuck. Much love, man. Hope to meet you in New York sometime. I'm sure we'll have another show there. I hold the Twitch days near and dear because you welcomed me into the community so quickly. I can't believe the audience we have tonight. It is amazing, isn't it? It is. Now, Dimos, was it the same handle on Twitch? It's hard. Things blended in. You know how it was. Those days were twisted days. But they were the ultimate days, though. I hear you. Damn. So good. Can't believe the turnout today. So good. It's just lucky. Gratitude, faith. What else is there in life? This isn't common knowledge anymore. This is not common knowledge anymore. Hey, and what about this, one of the inside girl? Let's pull her out just because I'm like going nowhere. Let's pull out this inside girl. Remember her? Hold on, let me get up, pull up my braid. Better, it's not probably gonna, I gotta log in? Well, I didn't have to log in? Huh. I don't know what to say. I do not know what to say. Now remember this one? Anyone see this? Now, first of all, okay, what do I have to say about this? I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's true. I don't even know if she exists. I never met her. Now, I know that's crazy. But you know what I'm saying. I could have some comments about this right here. I could have some comments about this, of course. Of course. I don't know if that DNA test is real. This could just be a troll. I have no idea. What is this, a troll? This looks like a troll to me. Is this real? Is this real? This is one of the inside girls spitting on cocks or something like that. I don't know what her claim to fame is. That's Rob the Force's favorite jokes, spitting on cocks and stuff like that. That's his favorite joke in the world for the last 20 years. Is that what she's famous for? Dude, we've already weighed in enough on her, and I don't have anything to say about this alleged DNA test. I really don't. Absolutely not. Are you kidding me? Howie Mandel? Bobby's World? Fucking it was on Bobby's World? Pine Key, thanks for the 10 bones. Hey, Charles. From North Shore, Massachusetts. I hope you guys come around here soon so I can get my copy of your How to Bomb signed. I'd love to talk to you about skyboxes sometime. You talking about Unreal 1? Or to hear some of your faves. It's not it's not easy to like shoot the shit during shows. The shows it's really hard. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, let's try it out. I'll try. It's not easy, but I'll try. But I'm intrigued about this, and hell, I don't even believe she's even a real person. I never met her. You know what I'm saying? Quarterback at Utah State. Utah State? A Judah State. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't have any opinion on her. I mean, what is she going to be? Is she going to be dancing? She be stripping soon? What's her deal? What's her next thing? She be sucking? Like, what's she going to be doing? Wow. I like what I've done with my hair. It's pretty good. So I'm saying, I mean, what else do I say about her? What else do I say about her other than that these people are propped up because they're paid actors. They're paid actors. People are paid, and their influence is astroturfed. Anyone remember astroturf? You know, fake influence. And these things influence women, of course. And I'm sure these things influence men. I don't know what she stands for. I can't even spend one more second thinking about it. But I have no idea. Just ladies trying to be one of the guys. That's another one I see. Another cool girl. Cool as ice. Another girl as cool as ice. So cool. My God, she'll make your boy beat off. She's so cool. Except that there's no such thing as a cool woman. They don't exist. Just as there's no such thing as a sexy man. They do not exist. Everyone knows this by now. Everyone knows this by now. It doesn't matter what her ethnicity, race, or religion is. She still serves the same purpose. She is a culture destroyer. Don't people know this by now? It's crazy, man. Don't people know this by now? She's a culture destroyer. That's what these people are paid to do. Inside girls, man. The inside girls. Getting on the inside of them. Dude, are you kidding me? That's Hawk from the inside. Inside cam for Hawk. Dude, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Hey, if she's doing inside cam, you let me know. Get out of here, man. I can't believe these people. They're so gross. They're so gross. You let Michelangelo know if she's doing inside cam. Yo, April, don't cut me no slack. Remember when he said that? Remember that? Yo, April, don't cut me no slack. Do you remember that video? Shit was good as hell, man. I'm about to play it on here. I mean, we probably could play it if I destroyed the visuals, you know what I mean? We probably could get away with it. I used to do that on Twitch when we used to show nudity. When we used to show full frontal nudity on Twitch, I had a censor button that could completely... It puts a lookup table into your video that completely annihilates it. Like I picked one with 1 million colors. And, oh, I guess it probably works now. I guess I can do it now. I mean, maybe. Let's find out. I can't. I'll go insane. I was literally going insane. I cannot be switching filters and dicking around like that right now. We got into a lot of good stuff today. I'm happy about the output. I'm happy about the turnaround. Everyone here. There's a lot of new people here. I'm an old dog. We've been going around with this stuff for years and years and years. Just when I was on Twitch, no one watched. Or I didn't make clips and video and highlights and stuff, so no one even knew I was doing it. Whatever. What can I say? But we've been dipping into this stuff for so long, for so many years. So I'm a kind of a sort of an old pro at it, an old prostitute at it, honestly. Oh, it's so nice. But make sure everyone knows, everyone here, we come on here Wednesdays and Saturdays, but just make sure everyone remembers the Palace happens every Sunday. The Palace happens every Sunday at 7 p.m. Do not miss the Palace. Do not miss the Palace. Man, long day's journey into night on Twitch. Oh, God. I'll never forget about those days. I'll never forget about those days. I did a public service for all those years by playing all those life-changing movies. Ooh, I'm happy about that. I needed it too. Trust me, I put it on for myself. I needed those too. It wasn't just for everybody else. But make sure you come by for the Palace tomorrow. I swear to you, that's crazy. That's crazy. It's the craziest times. We're going to do it again. Hey, maybe we'll even put on some old movies. The old streams, most of them, Raiden, most of them are on Charls.world. But I'm going to be figuring out a place to port them over or do something with them. It just takes years to do it. I'll figure that out because people do deserve to see those. But they're a bit buried. They're a bit buried right now. Perhaps it's for the best. I don't know. But it's time. It's time to get them out. I'll let you know when I figure out what to do with them. What can I say, man? What can I say? All these years, man. All these crazy years. At least they've come to this. At least all these crazy years have come to this. That's so nice. That's so nice. The biggest win, Pablo. It's a real big win. I'm really grateful for the viewership and for the action in here today. Really appreciate it. We ripped through it. Unless anyone wants to get to some crazy stuff. Live next town over. I'm living here. Just making sure I'm here. Making sure I'm here. North Shore. Yo, Redscan, thanks for the sawbuck. Mitchell Wallace, thanks for the sawbuck. Cosmos, 5'5", thanks for the 20 bones, pal. You roll a 7. You walk tomorrow. Anything else? That's another dime. Can't win if you don't play. Thanks for everything, Chuck. Thanks, really appreciate that. That's so good. So good today. Where are we at? Yeah, we've gone... Oh, a sawbuck. I don't remember. Finback, sawbuck. I get them mixed up now. War Jester, what's up, man? Yeah, we've explored everything we needed to tonight. I'm pretty happy about this. We've explored everything. And I'm very pleased with the outcome here. Everyone, make sure you subscribe to the channel here. Put... oh, yeah, the Crystalia. Put some notifications on for uploads and for live, please. Like the stream. Check out the Instagram, the Twitter, and everything. And this is a TikTok, and I don't even know what else. I think that's it. Yo, Mitchell Wallace, thanks for the 20 bones, pal. How do you get to the Mirth? You remember the Mirth in Rialto, the Marvelous? Do you remember the Mirth in Rialto? Jack Vance, Dying Earth. And you remember the Mirth from Rialto? Oh my God. How do you get to the Mirth? You want to stay alive? Stay with me. You want to know Mirth? Stay with me. Rah. Thanks for the 2 bones, pal. Katie, Max, thanks for the 25. Hey man, I've been watching your stuff for a long time. These streams are great. I hope you keep doing them. I shall. If you don't mind, can you tell me what you are proudest of writing? Well, I mean, I've written quite a bit, but I'm not Mr. Hey, Macro, what's up? I'm not Mr. I should have books out by now, you know, so I don't want to ramble about that too much. What was the question? Oh, you know, I mean, there's a lot of crazy stuff that I wrote and a lot of sketches that were really good. And I could say anything and it would fly. Because when it comes to the man who would never be what they tried to make him, it's not necessarily the writing that I remember. It's the puking and the freaking out and the acting during the sketch is what I remember. Is what I remember after that, screaming and yelling and going nuts and destroying the bed and then barfing for the rest of the night outside. And that's what I remember the most in regards to that. So as a performance, really proud of that. But I really like the log lines that were on the cable channel for each episode. I wrote those. There were many iterations because they had to keep getting cleaned from the censors. So I really, those make me laugh really hard when I read those. I love those. And I enjoy this more. I could say anything at all, and it would be silly and good. But the log lines, I think, were especially silly because people don't know about it really. So it's still kind of underground, and it pleases me a little bit, I guess. Yeah, those times were so good. It was just exertion. I overexerted myself, screaming and screaming and crying and breaking a bed that had me barfing afterwards, which is hardly a surprise if you look back at it. Yeah, it took a big toll. The World Peace One, some of the sketches in there took a huge toll. A huge toll. It's crazy to think about that. Some of those they took a huge toll. Just because of some of the acting, some of the techniques that I used were very damaging. It was very painful, some of it. But I mean, what can I say? What can I say? What the hell else can I say other than, hey, just can't believe those days, man. I really can't. Yo, Tatanka, thanks for the fin back. And Panzer Alien, thanks for the 20 dank. No one will ever be able to cancel any MDE guys ever. That's nice. That's nice to hear. I definitely have not read all those books. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I haven't seen that in many years. The Man with No Name trilogy. We're all pretty familiar with that. I haven't watched it in many years. It is. Oh my God, Bleach. Thanks so much for reminding me of regular business. Oh my God. Thank you. Everybody, remember. Anyone take a shower today? You need soap that doesn't give you a disease, doesn't have, freaking bad stuff in it. Fullmode.shop. Soaps. Lip balm. Non-toxic soaps. Dude, you wash your body with warm water. Your pores are opened in the shower. Don't you get it? You use something bad in the shower, it goes right into your pores. A good soap is essential. Fullmode.shop. The Palace soaps. The lip balm. I'm telling you, it's essential. Fullmode.shop. Nothing bad in it. You're in the shower, the water's warm, your pores are open. You want stuff going into your skin through soap? It's not good. Your skin's an organ. Will people get this? Using bad soap? Oh my God. It's not good. Oh, the website. Thanks, Afina. That's a good idea. Jeez. Look at this. Such a good idea. Look at this. The blue mirror. Look at the blue mirror. It's dropping tomorrow. Dropping tomorrow. Make sure you know. Look at these soaps. Now, what can you see here? Am I blocking any of them? Cedarwood, patchouli, charcoal, tea tree, pomegranate, pear, sandalwood, lemongrass, sage, lavender, geranium, balsam, eucalyptus, honey, and oats. See that one? You probably can't see it. Well, it's this one right here. Oh, this one right here. Can you see it? Sold out charcoal. Oh, yo, charcoal sold out. I mean, it's just good to have charcoal on your skin. It could pull out some impurities. I mean, I understand why people enjoy it. Tea tree is antimicrobial. Just know that. Know that. Can you eat it? I mean, well, I can't say yes, but I mean, I know every single ingredient. Like, oh look, even the glycerin is kosher. I mean, you could eat coconut oil, you could eat glycerin, you could eat aloe vera gel, purified water, oat protein, goat's milk powder, charcoal, shea butter, honey, organic essential oils. I mean, I'm not going to recommend it, but everything in there you could eat and not be poisoned. Don't you guys get it? New soap soonish. Hell yes. Now look at this. Lip balm, coconut lime, peppermint, pomegranate pear. It's pretty essential. And we're going to get some shirts out pretty soon. Do we have spaceman tees left? I lost mine, so I hope I have a size. The twisted paper. We still got some? What? I gotta check out the stock. I don't even remember. Oh, there's one spaceman left. Oh, so it's, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that is. Damn, less than 5. Okay, good. Damn, this is nice. Look at this. Look at this. This is the action. 20% off and you buy 3 soaps? Excuse me? Don't you guys get it? Blue Mirror dropping tomorrow. That's nice. Where we at? So, yo, Japanese characters. Thanks for the 2 bones, pal. Yo, everybody. What a success. Really appreciate the viewership. Really, really good. Trying my best to keep things moving, keep things going, get better. Really trying my best with everything. Fullmode.shop. You need those things. You know what I'm saying? The Palace. Everything. There's a lot of stuff. There's some Chundown in the works. There's some Cowboy Mode. There's Full Mode Theater. I know. I will talk more about those things when things are released. Okay? I don't want to just keep talking about it like a jackass. Trying my best here, everybody. It's time to hit the dusty trail. Really appreciate the action, everybody. I can't believe it. I really, just people jumping in here to see. I really, really appreciate the people that have stumbled upon here through the video. The abused generation. You know? Audio, Caesar, I'm coming for it. Hogan. I'm coming for you. Caesar, I swear. Soon the Renaissance. God, Christ help us. The Renaissance. Oh my God, you'll see the Renaissance. You want a Renaissance? Oh, you want a Renaissance? You're gonna get one. You want a Renaissance? You're gonna get one. Just you wait. Well, I don't want to keep talking about it because it's embarrassing, honestly. Looking to resurrect the Gumroad and make good on everything. I will just leave it at that, and I will work on those things, and we'll talk more about it when they're released, okay? Check out the links in the bio. Subscribe to the Gumroad once I start rolling on the Full Mode Theater and the Cowboy Mode, okay? Which is soon. And I mean soon. Things are happening. Things are happening, everybody. It's time to hit the old dusty trail. Much love, everybody. Really appreciate it. Oh my goodness. Really? Yeah, the Gumroad's just where stuff goes. Hey, if there's a better idea, I mean, I'm exploring things, but this is a place where you put your exclusive stuff. You typically don't just release everything for free for your entire life. You typically don't do that. But I will at first, just to get things going. As people, I'm just motivating myself. I'll do like a teaser of these things with some Chundown and shit like that. Blah 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 blah. And this Cowboy Mode. Blah blah blah. I'll get to it. It's coming soon. Everybody, keep it real. It's going to happen. Hit the button. Thanks so much, Ochi. Thanks so much for that. I'm just there's a few things I haven't released, so I should just retire even talking about it until they're done. So I'll just leave it at that. Everyone, keep it real. Thanks so much for coming. Coming on again. Coming tomorrow. The Palace. Be there. Listen to me, everybody, please. Tomorrow, the Palace. You think this is crazy? Oh my God. Tomorrow, be there. You won't regret it. It's going to make you sick. And it's going to make the boys so happy if all you guys come by for tomorrow. They're going to be so happy if you do that. Please, please. Everyone, keep it real. Much love. Signing off. Enjoy.